Boom!
Yeah.
Nikos D&D is here. Welcome to Nikos D&D. I am Jonathan Albin, the Game Market Guru, and this is at the Gameology store in Upland, California. Arguably the best game store in Southern California. So when you get a chance, please come by and check out the wares. And if you, who knows, you might run into some of us cast members here.
Gameology for all your gaming needs.
Right, we had to add the patronizing sound. Great. Great plan. Kevin will love that, I'm sure. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to have my players introduce themselves, character, name, class, race.
Okay.
And just for clarification, we are in the town of Selk, and these guys all know each other, so there we go.
My name's Teresa, I go by Trident, and I'm a half-elf, warlock, hexblade, level 1.
I am Lucius Kane, human ranger.
I am Matt Unger. I play the character Kern, a drow, Undrin, Hin rogue.
My name is Zach. I'm playing as Baird, human fighter, going for the arcane
Arcane Archer. Blah, blah, blah.
Hooray, my curse is spread to everyone. Now no one can speak.
We're all practicing for our role for Porky Pin.
That's all, folks.
I don't get anything.
Alrighty.
Because I was a healer with a good for a good while my first group.
So we are starting in a little town called Selk. The four of you have worked with, if you don't have this as a skill, you can put down fisherman as a skill. You actually have been doing that, even if imperfectly, for some period of time because you've worked in this area. The specifics of Lucius, the objective of becoming a monster hunter, is pretty obvious when you live on a place where out off the coast are untold dangers and many threats. The arcane archer is well positioned in this case, also because of the very nature of the mountains in the area, which we'll come to here in a minute, that lead to this area being known as the Whispering Mists, or Whisper Mist for short. And the warlock. Well, I have to get a quick refresher. How did you come to have your patron?
I made.
You did okay. So in the case of a warlock in particular, your character made some kind of, pardon the front phrase, hellish pact, some absolutely untenable agreement that you agreed to gain the power of your weapon. Usually it has something to do with some great revenge you wanted, or maybe even somebody's soul you were saving by doing this horrible thing. So what is the thing that you were wanting to prevent?
I want the power in order to defeat my brother to come.
Okay, so your brother did something horrible, so you're wanting to hunt down your brother and exact your vengeance, and you're willing to sign a deal with an unknown...
Yes.
Warlock of the Deep.
Nice.
Definitely.
All right. Do you have a name for your blade?
No. I refuse to acknowledge him as much as possible because I relent. I hate the fact that I had to make the deal.
Okay, yes.
In order to get the power.
We will call the weapon, however, Denarius Sting.
Sting. I'm calling Sting for short.
Lord Sting will do.
Lord Sting it is. Lord Sting.
So you will speak to your sword as if it were a person before each battle.
Oh my gosh.
If you do not, if you use it in battle without, you do not get its modifiers.
Yeah.
Furthermore, it will exact some kind of justice from you.
Yeah.
So make sure you're polite to the weapon.
The Sting sword.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm stuck with you.
And so in particular, the mention of the mountains in the area are known to be rife with magics. So the idea of becoming an arcane archer has more to do with the fact that you'll be hunting those creatures for additional magics you can extract from them. And Korn, again, you're swashbuckler, right?
Going for swashbuckler.
So more than likely, you are the one who's most exuberant when you go to sea. Everyone else is just feeling the drudgery and the disdain for it. But you're excited. Yeah.
Book up, me hearties.
I'll give you a comparison. My son was in the Marine Corps, or is, I should have said he's a retired Marine. But while he was in, the very first time they went on bivouac, everyone else was complaining because they're carrying this 40-pound rucksack and they have to deal with what they call the ranger grave, this hole that they have to sleep in. And they were all complaining about it. My son was whistling and laughing, and they go, "What's wrong with you?" He goes, "You don't understand. This is the first time I've ever gotten to go camping."
Orangevale.
Orangevale. Total Orangevale. So I can see Kern is like, "Come on, guys, we're headed to the boats." You're going, "Oh, God, if we weren't friends, this would be horrible." But okay. More than likely, Kern's family owns the vessel that you've traveled on. Let's give the name of the vessel. Let's just call it the Minnow, for lack of a better term.
The Minnow.
The Minnow.
Minnow.
Oh, really? It's been in my family for generations, you see.
Yeah. It'll last for at least a 3-hour tour. Boom. All right, so some quick background on the area that you guys would know. As I mentioned before we started, there are two political groups in the area, one of which are the Traditionalists, and this is mostly the fishermen. They want to protect their local fishing areas. They are protectionists. They don't like outside influences. They like things just kind of the way they've been. But recently, there have been a lot more run-ins with the Sea Princes. The Sea Princes are a cabal of 7 pirate crew that work the area, and they work it fairly hard in terms of smuggling property into the nation. Fulcrum has its name because it is literally a balance point of influences between the northern kingdoms and the wilds of the south, known as the Chaos Vale. So, by utilizing the cover of the mists and fogs in the area, the pirates have been working more and more frequently. Although the Traditionalists tend to be kind of looking away, they don't necessarily get involved, but they kind of ignore what they're doing. Nonetheless, the Northern Kingdom has become involved, and they have sent a brigade, basically 60 guys that are working the local area, trying to stop the piracy and put an end to this. Those people have followers that are known as the Loyalists, and the Loyalists recognize the Kingdom of the North as having claim to this area. That claim actually predates the 126 years of peace that this country's dealt with. So kind of think of it as the beginnings of the American Revolution. You have the Loyalists who have had support from the armies going way back, and they're willing to protect them. But those soldiers are now here on a completely different purpose, intending to muck about in other people's business. Now, because of this, you guys get to choose collectively or individually which side of that line you want to be, whether you want to be involved as a loyalist or whether you're much more of a traditionalist. Don't tell me yet. I'm going to let you guys do that in role play here in a minute. But I want to give you a couple of NPCs to work with, so if you need to call upon additional information, you can ask me for information that you should know that the characters would know just by asking me to step in that role. The first one is Ada Overland. And Ada is a noble. She is the senior member of the town council, and she does own 3 of the sailing vessels in the area that do the local fishing. She's lived here in Selk her entire life and has been elected for 3 separate terms. She's gruff and pragmatic, gray hair cut short, and shows all the marks of someone who's basically lived on the sea. She's keenly interested in expanding the fishing industry, actually suggesting that there's a possibility of developing commerce with the larger cities. But this is mostly pipe dreams because the coastline of Selk is pretty much literally open ocean right up to the shoreline. If you notice on the terrain map I've shown, basically there's one small dock, and that is functionally all that the place has. A lot of the trade actually operates capriciously up and down the coast from here. But she has plans for that to eventually become a bustling trade port. But again, she's a traditionalist. She wants to do it slow and steady and pragmatically based on the revenue that we are making. She does know that there are dwarf mines in the mountains nearby, digging perhaps into things they shouldn't be. But she doesn't actually think it'll end up amounting to much because they're not orderly at all.
Those don't matter. Those mines go.
The second person you're going to need to know about is on the other side of the line, and that is Eleander Fireborn. He's a retired military soldier with gladiator experience. He literally rose up from the fight pits all the way to a commander in the Loyalist armies. Now he's been injured. He's lost his foot in a battle with an owl bear, and so he now has a wooden stump for a leg on one side. But nonetheless, he can hold his own in a fight, and he's definitely willing to sit and go toe-to-toe with you politically.
Okay.
He's all for the support of the local military, wants the military to come in and to clean up the rabble, because he's tired of paying the exorbitant prices on black market goods being brought through the town. So those are your two lightning rods politically. We'll learn more about the town and everything as we go forward, but I'd like you guys to at least form an idea of what you collectively, which side of that line you guys kind of want to be on. Or if you're wanting to play the political line where part of you are for one side and part for the other, which will make for some great role play, but may end up with some tense moments within the session. So.
Yeah.
With that, you guys are sitting around the local inn. The local inn's name is... Give me 2 seconds here. One more second here. The Wicker Goat.
Wicker Goat.
Now, the owner here is also a former retired army official. And so the inn, it has that kind of a feel of, say, a British fish and chips kind of pub. With the flags of the kingdom flying over the area, proudly representing his support. But he's also a politician, so he makes foods that are not specifically only for loyalists. Also, you guys have a friendship with him because of your military background. You're a soldier, right?
No, Charlotte.
Ooh.
Okay, he thinks you're a soldier. Okay.
Such as
Okay,
paperwork says. but
Okay. So I'm just saying, the charlatan. What's your
Con.
cover? What's your long game?
A long game is just like knowing that there are certain individuals that need to get out of the city due to, all that other stuff.
So you're in the black market. I got it. You have, maybe you aren't now, but you have worked in the past with the smugglers.
It's a silver lining on both sides because honestly, it's like I can help refugees go find
Fair
another
enough.
location
Fair
while also trying to look for, like shady characters that have done crimes and all that other stuff. Saying, "Hey, got a
Okay,
perfect
so you
We
play it
got a
either way.
bounty.
But my point is that this guy thinks you're military.
Yeah,
And you're not dissuading him of that belief.
it's all on paperwork.
Okay.
All my paperwork.
Well, it's good for him when he wants to turn one of those big
Okay,
bounties.
so each of you roll a d6. I'm going to give you guys some specific information you've gotten from Lankus, the owner of the Wicker Goat. So who rolled a 6? Anybody roll 6? Anybody roll a 5?
Yes. 5.
Okay.
No, 4.
The 5. Okay. You're actually you've been given information from Lankus that there is a bounty on the head of a thief who stole a shipment of expensive mining gear that was supposed to be going to the dwarves.
Bounty on a thief.
Yes.
Stole.
You rolled a 4?
Yes.
Okay, on a 4. There's also the same group of miners are also funding rather exorbitantly a search party to find a group of miners that went missing underground, thought to possibly have fallen into the hands of slavers. Slavery, by the way, is absolutely outlawed by the northern kingdoms. So people get caught with that here tend to get a summary execution by the guards who are fundamentally Red Veil. 3, 2,
2.
All right. There's also a possible occupation opportunity for those who would want to escort a supply wagon moving a supply train from Selk up to Banbury. in the mountains above.
That's a familiar name.
It's a familiar. It's a familiar name.
Yeah.
And then you rolled a 1, I take it.
No, I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Okay.
So, you
So,
got the same
yeah, you got the same as you. Yep.
Both
so
the
those-
charlatans
those-
got the same information.
right.
They go and look for different information and they come back. What'd you get?
Oh,
They said-
damn, same
Well,
thing.
I
Yeah.
found out that the miners were. Wait. So you're saying that the miners are funding a search effort? Well, yes, for some possible slaves. Yeah, for some slaves.
Rats.
Yeah.
Did you ask Jimmy over there on the corner? Yeah.
No, I talked to Lankus. I told you this all came from Lankus. All right. So,
Some kid from Lankus. Oh yeah, I talked to
all
him
right.
too.
So at this point, you're sitting in your usual table, sequestered portion of the wicker goat.
Okay.
Introduce yourselves. Have at it.
Man.
You just got back from, just clarification, your pockets are full because you just finished one of your fishing jobs. You've come back to town.
Just sit right back in your hair.
Gosh. Oh my god. When are we gonna do something fun? I'm asking y'all. I'm tired of just being a fisherman. Can't we get like a good high-paying job, a good adventurous job?
How much gold do you have in your pocket?
I want more.
You want more gold, even though the town is mostly running on copper.
Yes. And
Well,
then-
you're free to want that.
Yes. But
I'm with you. I'm tired of fishing.
yeah, fishing is a bit boring. Like, and how am I supposed to make a fortune if I'm just a fisherman? I then immediately buy, it's called a round of drinks for everyone without a second thought. How much would that cost?
So what do you throw at the barkeep?
What are you throwing at a barkeep after what I just told you? Are you throwing a gold piece, a silver piece,
No,
or a handful of copper?
How much would it cost? I pay the bare minimum for a round. That's it.
If an entire loaf of bread is only half of a copper piece, how much is you think for small beer?
For
everybody.
For fishing villages.
For a fishing
are,
village's turnout of maybe 20 people.
give or
About-
take.
About 40 copper, I would say.
Oh, cool.
That's not first round. That's
that
all
means,
the rounds.
that also means that they will bring. No, that also would mean they would bring you your meal.
Yeah.
So he's buying dinner and drinks for.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I do.
Ooh, good show.
Must
for later.
have been a good sailing trip for.
I know.
I just
I hate the fact that I have to make all of this money on fishing. By the way, I'm gonna buy everyone drinks and dinner. Oh, the
Yeah,
plight
my-
of not having enough money.
Yeah, my money comes and goes. Just is
Go-
gone.
goes
wonder
just
why.
as- just goes as fast as your whims.
Yeah. I was bored. Okay, could you like stop?
Also, remember the reason why I wanted you talking is about the loyalist versus traditionalist angle. So
Go.
I'm going to figure out where you guys are on that thing.
Like, I'm just tired. I want to go and seek some work from those pirates guys. I think they'll probably have some good jobs for us. Probably fight with those fudging.
Why go to them? Why not just grab your own ship, grab your own little dinghy, and become a pirate of your own?
Because they'll probably shoot me down first of all. If I put any
Shoot
competition
you
against
down.
them.
We're not talking about airships
Yeah.
I
yet.
know.
Okay.
We're not talking about
They'll
airships
probably
yet.
sink me. They'll probably sink my ship down if I try being competitive with them. Better to work with them.
Are you sure
honestly.
they'd sink it, or you'd run aground?
I'm not that incompetent.
Really? You have
I-
navigation?
I
You have
think
navigation?
No.
You
Ooh,
knows?
dinner!
Actually,
you might
do I
actually
as a
throw a
pirate
few
background?
copper pieces and.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, navigator skills. I got navigator skills.
So yes, he can find his way out
Yeah,
of a
I
paper
could
bag.
find my way. Okay.
He can find himself out of a squall.
Gosh. I say we take some jobs and probably work against those loyalists. I don't like them. They're probably gonna regulate and stop me from attaining my wealth. I just know it.
Gold. You found that one fake child's coin in the river one time, and you're obsessed with finding nothing but gold.
And spending it.
Hmm?
And spending it. I mean, I'm so.
Yes,
Well,
Barwich. I'd like the hearty steak, please.
Yeah. Like when they're asking for the orders because I bought everyone a meal, it's like, okay, I'll get that. Just get the.
The place is so simple. No, it's literally there's a stew going in the pot, and so you get your big ladle of stew and a chunk of bread. And it's a piece of cheese.
Yeah. Gosh, dang, this isn't that great.
It's just a small town.
Hey! It's what you get for 40 copper.
Yeah, good point. It's edible.
It's food.
Yeah, and they actually bring you a bottle of wine to go with it. There you go.
But yes. Do I have to roll Constitution for that? No, right?
Not if you're
Not
just
right
drinking
now.
it. Unless you're going to guzzle it.
No.
Chug.
Unless they
A
unless
bottle
they
of
want me
wine. It's a sipping drink. No
Of
more.
course, we have to go full swing in this. We have to have the money-grubbing woman at the table be an alcoholic.
Over in the corner, one of the locals starts to sing a "God Save the King" song in the back.
Shut up!
Okay, so we're starting to see where colors are coming out. As the person starts to sing, several of the locals, although they're already starting to become a little inebriated, begin to stand, singing.
Oh my gosh, this is not.
A couple of them, obviously former military officers, are now saluting.
All I do is I grab his hand, just not today.
Fine. This is
There we go. He jumps.
Gosh,
He did not today. And just stands up.
Gosh dang it! I imagine your salute is slightly off.
yeah, just because.
No,
Cover
okay.
the vision
The one thing
of
about
everybody else.
charlatan, you have to realize that a charlatan actually absolutely has to try his best to be believed. So he's not going to fake it.
Yeah.
If he's going to salute, he's going to be arguably better than a regular soldier as far as holding the exact position, because he doesn't want anybody knowing he's not real.
Gosh dang it, Bear.
So he's standing as you're going stop, and he's
God.
grabbing your hand.
Gosh dang it.
I'm enjoying my meal and the nice music that seemed to have been started playing.
This is the last time I'm gonna buy a drink for these guys.
You bought it in a Loyalist bar. Hello.
I guess I should have thought about this more. My tip
Anyway,
should
And
have
it
been
also
the
depends
flags.
on how much you drink today, because you'll probably forget about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, they finish the song, and everybody sits down, clapping each other on the shoulder, and raising a cup to our benefactor.
Yay. I don't know.
Yay,
how to feel about this.
Triton!
Yeah.
Yay!
I don't know how to feel about this. A bunch of loyalist scum.
God save the queen.
Gosh.
The key.
Okay. What's y'all's
Don't
opinion,
insult
I
the
guess, on
king.
these loyalists? I don't like them. I don't know why I'm here, honestly. It's because y'all dragged me here.
Wait,
And I
this is a
bought drink.
loyalist
Wait.
bar?
Apparently.
Wait, we dragged you in here and you bought us all food?
Yes.
That's how it works?
That's the kind of friends you want.
Okay.
Well, isn't this the only good place to eat?
It's the only bar in town.
It's the only bar in town.
I complain every day about being dragged here, and every day I buy for everyone.
Now
I
the
get mad
inn in
about it.
town does have basically a continental breakfast in the morning, but that's far from actually being a restaurant. This is the only. If you're going to eat out, it's at the Wicker Goat.
When you take someone on a date, that's where you go.
For all your dining needs, the Wicker Goat.
Gosh.
Don't be sheepish now.
Yeah. But what's your opinion on them though? So, I think we should just get rid of them. That's just my opinion though. What's your opinion on these loyalists?
Get rid of the soldiers.
Get rid of it all.
So you're telling me,
No,
The guy who just saluted.
the guy who just lose, get rid of it.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. I ain't gonna stop.
Well, go on ahead. Go to them. Get rid of them.
That's
What's
too
your
much work.
plan?
That's too much work right now, and they'll probably get me some coins some way. I'll get a job from them eventually.
As I'm eating, I'm just looking over, and I'll just say, it's not worth it. Just let it be.
Fine, I will. I'll let them
Let it be,
live.
let it be.
Or maybe
Yeah,
I'll
just
let myself live.
continue
I don't know
to
who'll live in
drink.
this situation. I'm just. Come on. Your opinion on this? On these loyalists? Anybody? Loyalists?
I'm just letting you dig your own grave. Thank you very much. I'm just watching the whole entire
It ain't like I'm
unfold.
talking smack to them in front of them. Come on.
Yet.
Yes. Yes.
Well, no, you sort of are. One's clearly sitting across the table from you. He stood up right beside you when you said no.
I ain't talking smack about your people.
Yeah.
No offense. No offense.
I said no offense like at least once, I think. So that's that covers it.
Moldy mildew
God.
mouth, mother of milk
God.
muck.
Oh man, what's the name of the barkeeper again? I forgot.
Lankus.
No, Lankus. Okay.
Lankus. Yeah.
Okay. Go. I just stand up and go to Lankus and ask him. Okay, Lankus. Remember
Yes. How can I help you?
it's called. Remember that
Benefactor
job?
of the day.
Remember that job you
Benefactor
told me
of the
about
day.
that while back about that thief who has a bounty on him?
Yeah. Why do you know him?
No, but I was wondering if you have any leads. I figured I could. Get
I'm
some
the one that
info.
gave you. I'm the one that just told you there's scuttlebutt about a job. I didn't actually say that I know anything about it. If I thought I did, it's a bounty. You think I wouldn't turn in the information myself?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Skull.
Are you the bright one? Oh no, you're Triton. I get
yeah.
that. Not the bright one. Triton.
Yes. Go. No. No, do you know who's offering the job? Who's offering it? I don't quite recall. I'm a bit inebriated at the
Wow.
moment. I'm a bit inebriated at the moment.
0 to 100.
I forgot it.
Wait, where's the wine bottle?
I still have the wine bottle in hand as I'm talking to him. Sipping from it every couple of seconds.
Looking a little rosy cheek there.
Well, let's see here.
Cute.
So how's your terms
The
of
tracking down of
service
the thief?
going?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. You should mention.
Service.
You have to talk to the captain of the guard.
Yes.
It's a criminal they're trying to
Yeah.
select.
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to go and sign on with
with
the Loyalists
Oh man.
biggest war I ever fought.
to get that job.
You're killing me, Lankus.
No, he's enthusiastic. I'm so glad you're willing to help support the Loyalist cause by bringing a criminal to justice. That's just the kind of spirit we Loyalists are looking for in our operatives.
So, I find I will help you out with this. As long as there's coin and I'm getting rid of a criminal at some point. Yes.
What is the national anthem of the Yellow Veil?
The yellow veil is
Because it
also-
flies behind him. It flies.
Yeah.
Overhead.
Dare to be stupid, but we're not. We're not.
Can you point me the way
Put
to
down
the
that chainsaw and listen to me.
Can you point me the way to the guard? To the head of the guards.
I think that would be at the garrison. He points out of town.
You're.
Mr.
Thank you.
Garrison.
I am under the influence. Don't insult me, Lankus.
Okay, you
but
only
then
had 2 drinks. Come on.
I'm having this
The
bottle.
the
down.
wine bottle's still full. There's just a little bit on the top.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, just chug. But
Okay, now I'm gonna chug.
Now
Now,
you-
chug, chug, chug.
Gosh.
Now it's con save. You're gonna chug it.
a 10, a solid 10.
Yeah.
Oh, actually 12.
Yeah, you're lightweight. You stop after a couple of guzzles.
Yeah,
They kind of
10,
upset you.
solid 10.
Scott. Okay, I walk back to the group. Okay. Give me a second.
What does that smell?
That is not alcohol. Scott.
Wait, what?
I got a job.
That is not alcohol.
Pride and shame.
No.
Crow. It's lots of crow. He just ate.
Nah.
Let's go. Okay, I got a job for all of us, and it's at the garrison. The guards. They want us to get rid of a thief.
After all that talk about being anti-loyalist, he's suggesting that you
I've
go to the
got a
garrison.
loyal job.
What time of day is this? Is it
It's-
like
it's-
towards the afternoon?
Yeah, it'd be, okay. The ship would have come in on the afternoon tide, so it's probably 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
All right. I
It's
pretty
kind
much
of hard to
said-
tell here because of the mist.
I'm already alcohol.
I
We're
tell
getting my
him,
alcohol poisoning.
take a break. We'll go to the garrison tomorrow if everybody agrees. But you're in no position right now.
Yeah. I
Position,
wouldn't go
condition,
that
state of
far.
mind.
Damn it.
But
My
then again,
alcohol
who
has
knows?
killed me once
If we
again.
go there, he might get arrested.
Okay, there's one thing between having a drink and then drinking. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
Everybody else is sitting on their first beer, going, "What's wrong with you?"
So,
I'm not an alcoholic. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't have
I don't have a problem.
I have not had my 3rd bottle.
I don't have a drinking problem. I don't spill it on myself at all.
drinking problems. You're plain.
Oh, yeah. So, what do y'all say? You want to go to that? I mean,
Until you sober up, good friend.
And prestidigitate some clean clothes.
fine. I'm going to take a shower.
What the hell's
That's- That's.
Oh no,
A cold shower.
that's actually.
that? That is the thing? Okay.
Well, here's how it's a thing.
Oh no.
Inns. You ever heard of a chamber pot?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what a
Yes.
chamber pot's used for?
Yes.
Most people don't. Most people think of it as a place where they do their ablutions, where they pour the water into the thing and they spritz. No, the chamber pot is what you into. So the cleaning ladies back in those days would wait till morning and throw it out. That's why the people, quote, the homeless people, if you will, didn't lay next to buildings because somebody would just dump their
They
pot.
just dump it out the
and you
window.
would end up getting a cold shower. That's where it came from. You do not want to wake up with a cold shower.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I'm still going to take
Now we know the
something
technical
else.
term for what we don't want.
Gosh.
But on the other hand, coming back from being at sea, it would make perfect sense to want to go take a luxurious bath. and most of the inns and boarding establishments would have a big pot in the back for that, alongside a place where you would actually do the heating up of the water. So you would basically fill the bath about 2 feet of regular water, and then four buckets of boiling water, and that would be enough.
Okay.
Trust me, after the first time you ever get into one of those, you'll never want to do that again. Because you get in the water so hot, you can't stand it. By the time you get out, it's so cold you can't stand it. So, but it's true. You would definitely want to go do that because the salt and stuff from the ocean gets into every crevice of your skin, and
So
Dries
pretty
you out.
much after he mentions that, right before he's gonna actually go up and maybe take a bath, or I just grab him and then I stand up and then I go to the barkeep and pretty much pay for it.
Why?
Take
you
a
do
bath.
this? Fine. And then
I'll pay for this one's
No,
bath.
no, pay for my own bath. I pretty
How
much
dare you.
stopped him and get up in front of the line. So.
Nice.
How dare you.
This is also important because he just heard what I said about that. Very wise. So he's in the bath water because they don't change the bath water in
oh
between.
man. Good.
By the
Hey.
time, if you're the low man on the totem pole, you're actually bathing in somebody else's eight time over
So
dirty
wait.
bath water.
They have a communal bath?
That is exactly what they. That's all they. One
Yep.
one bucket.
One bucket for all.
Why would you do? I need a cold shower right now. Gosh dang it! I'm
You
the one
need
in
a
the
cold shower? Just go over down the alleyway.
No,
right
just
there.
wait a few minutes. Trust me, it's still going to be better. So he's going to come out really pink because that warm water will get you going.
Yeah.
He won't be there long. He
Yeah.
really won't be.
Called,
Then you can be second.
yeah, I come in after him. It's called. I pay extra to make sure that nobody else is in there with me. Nobody
Okay,
else.
the cost would have been your cost would have already been included in the. You've been more than enough.
They already
for
paid
the
for
top.
copper, sure. that
Yeah.
it was-
Let's
Okay,
just
my
finish
cost
the
fine
rest.
Okay, I make sure nobody else is allowed in except for
But when you went up to the barkeep will take 2 extra coppers from you because it's first. You get the
Okay.
first dibs on the bath for the day, and that means you actually get the bar of lye soap. Whatever you do, don't get it in your eye. People talk about parents being bad. When I was a kid, when you got in trouble, you had to scrape your teeth on a bar of lye soap.
you.
If you lied,
I don't know.
lied or told a fib or
My own so
say a bad word.
So
Well,
if
it
you
wasn't-
lied, you had to put your mouth on the lies.
That is, I'm not kidding you. That's why they use it. But if you ever felt lye, it burns. It actually, it's a chemical reagent with your skin, and so you don't use it much. You literally run your hands over the bar and then put it all over yourself as quickly as possible because it actually is like an acidic effect on
Yeah,
your skin.
it's lie.
How much was the bath?
In total.
Just
Just 2
two
coppers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I take an extra long time.
The bath
Well, not
was
an
4
extra long
pieces
time,
of
but a longer
bread.
time
You'll take longer than him.
than a
Yeah,
guy would
Steel
take.
bread.
4
That's
pieces
true.
of bread.
that's true. And what's really kind of disturbing is that the way the bath is set up is it's literally outside of the house. It's actually in the backyard.
Mhm.
And so the whole time you're doing it, you're getting cat calls and whistles from the people in the upper floors that are hanging out the window watching.
I come to the show every day.
I'm a murder.
Oh boy, we got a girl this time!
I'm a murder all of you one day.
With him, it's you sure got a pretty mouth, but when this one comes out, it's cat calls and whistles.
Look at them rosy cheeks.
Woo-hoo!
I'll murder them one day.
Drop that towel, baby!
Oh man.
I think you dropped something. No.
I
All right.
must stop myself from using an Eldritch Blast on these mother truckers. Gosh.
What the hell's a truck?
Mother braggers, I don't know.
Okay.
All right, and then
So-
third,
I'm good now.
you guys bathing as well while you're at it?
It's not time for my weekly bath yet.
Oh, you're disgusting.
Hey,
But probably true.
that's fine. That's fine. So, when you finish, what else you guys want to do in town since you're not going to go look at the job for tomorrow? Anything else you want to do in town since you've had a good meal? A couple of beers.
So you said that my family more than likely owns the minnow.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna go double check on the ship at the dock, make sure there's no issues arising, no damage to the ship.
Well,
Some minor
as soon as you come back, Dad shouts down at you and puts you right back to work. So that's the downside of being family. The upside is, well, I got nothing else to do tonight. You came back to the ship so early. Good, son. We got to clear out the.
He does it every single time.
Bilge
I've just
pumps.
gotten used to it.
Yep.
At this point, it's my freedom of choice to keep coming back.
Yes.
I
All right, Orangevale.
I go with
I thought it was
him mostly
blackmail.
because I like
Liberty.
being on the ship.
Man the bilge pumps.
Yeah. So I follow him. I'm very eager to
Well, no, you can't follow him because you're taking a bath after him, so
Oh.
you're still down.
Okay, I thought there was
I'm just
something-
clarifying
I'm
what they're
doing
doing.
this
Okay,
as
this is
he's
what they're doing
taking
while we're
his
taking.
bath.
Oh, okay.
Right. And
Again.
also one quick clarification. Role play games tend to be serial scenes. So sometimes you're in a scene, sometimes you're not.
Mhm.
It's perfectly okay to let other people have scenes.
Yeah.
Because you'll get your go round will come around. Matter of fact, you getting catcalls and whistles wasn't a fun one, but you did get attention.
Yeah.
So,
It's world building
I got
to
so
show
much
that
of
guys are interested.
right.
I will murder all of them.
I will kill every man
So
who
anyway,
says
he
I'm
went back
physically
and
attractive.
is going back to work. You saw where he's headed. You're not really thrilled about the ocean work anyway. So what would you like to do?
Just sit
I'm just gonna-
reclining here.
Just kind of go along, just have a good walk around, see what I see. Any shady people,
Nice.
maybe people that need a way.
Go ahead and roll a 27.
That's your initiative.
Since I have the time, how
Nat
has
20.
the... Oh, nice.
What?
Nat 20.
At 20.
So modified. It's funny we were having this conversation before he got here.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were getting ready to say something.
I just wanted to know how the fishing in the waters have been lately.
Oh, you did fine. It was matter of fact. No, you didn't have any run-ins with any enemy vessels. You didn't see.
Oh no,
any-
I meant just are the fish still producing? Are we getting a lot every?
Oh yeah, you haven't had any
Top
problem
catch.
with. You haven't had any problem with it. With
Don't
with
want
that,
no
but-
dead water.
Right. Well, and your dad does have a kind of a nose for where the fish are, so to speak. Not that he has a nose that's shaped like a fish or anything.
What's that?
Now, as you're walking along, who should come out of one of the other small businesses looking? Actually, it's
I'm a big back. I'm just gonna get
yeah.
a drink.
yeah the land office business office the land business office comes rather tough looking dwarvish female. She basically drops into stride with you and goes, "Hey, I'm Ministra," and her voice is deeper than yours. "Hi, I'm Ministra.
Minister?
Ministra. Yeah,
What does it mean?
nice to meet you. New in the area. I'm taking over the mining operation up in Banbury."
Oh. Interesting.
Okay,
Good,
for
isn't it?
clarification, she's she was also a warrior, but she was not in the militia. She wasn't. As a matter of fact, she makes it pretty obvious that she's really glad that the guards are here, but that they're not in particular supporting either side. And she says, a friend of mine said you were saluting at the bar earlier.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm looking for some right-minded folks to consider armed support for a wagon load of our goods. We've had some run-ins locally with some rogues and bandits. I'd like to try to prevent them with this shipment. You guys would be available later in the week to possibly
Sure.
guide us up there?
You're talking about me and my group? You need
Well-
more people or
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking for a small group, and notice the four of you sitting at the table together, and at least a couple of you had kind of a military demeanor, and thought.
Yeah.
Furthermore, it seems like one
Well-
member of your party seemed to show interest in catching our thief.
oh, so you're that group? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
She's very chaotic out
yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, anyway, so the reason why I'm asking is that I'm staying at. Let's see, where's oh. Yeah, she's saying she's staying with the caravan lead. They won't be leaving for a couple of days because they're waiting for those replacement parts.
Pass this to the storyteller.
Oh, thank you.
I said the storyteller.
He tells stories clearly.
Yeah.
Speaking to yourself doesn't count.
Yes. Anyway, she says if you're interested, 2 days hence, sunrise we'll be leaving. If you're there, it's going to be worth 20 silver to each of you. It's been nice talking to you, Baird. You realize you never gave her your name.
Yeah.
She walks away.
Quickly. your reputation precedes you.
You know, I think about it. They just left us behind when we took
Yeah,
a
I'm just
shower.
gonna, like,
Like,
after
we're
she
back,
says
they're
that,
gone.
she says my name. I'm just like kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of watch her. Well, she'll walk down the road and she turns into the.
It's a caravan. Does the caravan have like any designs that it would be recognizable?
No, she
Or
just
like
said
a
she
name.
said wagon train. I said it wrong. She would not have said caravan. She said a train of wagons.
Train of wagons. Okay.
You finished with your scrubbing.
So, scrubbing done. Pretty much head to the bar and buy myself a bottle of wine, and I pretty much just drift off, heading home pretty much. And
Okay. As you're walking home, there's a. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
it's a 5.
5. There's an older gentleman, neatly trimmed beard, very fancy clothing, shadowing you. I mean, it's not a big town, so it's kind of impressive that this guy is actually walking exactly down the same path that you are. But he's doing it in such a fashion that he looks like it's literally, you turn and look at him, he's like looking at something like he's way too obviously following you, and way too obviously letting you know he's following you.
So as I'm walking, the cork is already up. I'm kind of drinking it, and I kind of seems like I'm drinking it heavy, but not really. And then
Right.
I didn't drink that much, but I'm slowly kind of acting out that I'm a little drunk.
Okay.
And if there's a corner somewhere,
Yep.
I'll go ahead and kind of like do that whole where he kind of looks over and
So
I'll
make
kinda
your
go.
stealth check.
15.
Okay. The guy rounds the corner in front of you. Are you going to do anything, or are you going to try to stay hidden as he walks past?
So as he walks past, I'm going to go ahead and grab him, push him against
Okay.
the wall.
Okay. So I just wanted to clarify. You're going to attempt to grab him. Roll initiative.
Ooh.
18.
Okay. You get to act first. Go ahead and make your attempt to grab. That's a grappling attack. Strength only.
So it's an athletics. That's
Yeah.
the nice part.
Athletics.
Athletics.
It's a nice little contest.
14.
Yep. He catches your wrist.
Ooh.
Oh, so he catches me.
So
Yeah,
instead,
you as you reach for him, he actually grabs your hand.
Okay.
What are you doing, young man? Accosting an elder gentleman in the streets of such a fine town as Selk?
in
Pushes your
broad
hand,
daylight.
pushes your hand away and says, "We needn't be so testy.
You know,
Very-
Who's
Why-
your family?"
I have none.
You don't have parents? You weren't born into this world? What are
Yeah.
you, some kind of godly descendant from the very heavens above?
My whole family has passed.
Ah, well, I think everyone has a past or two.
nice one.
I'm being rude. I am Gellan. And he puts his hand out. Of the Prime Water.
And I go ahead and
Shake his hand.
shake his hand. And I ask him, why you following me?
Actually, you were following me in advance. I'm a benefactor, and I've been looking for you. You know these woods better than most. I've
True.
seen you. I'm looking for spotters. And I have been known to be more generous than most. Now, I noticed your taste in wines goes to the inexpensive. I propose a trade. You do some spotting for me and mine, and I will teach you the finer taste things in life, such as well-quality bottled wine compared to the slurry they sell at the Wicked Goat.
Pretty much he'll respond and say...
You respond as
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
I talk.
Yeah. I like the basics. the simple things in life. What you offer does not interest me.
All right. Well, do recall that I pretty much get what I want, and I'm looking for spotters. If you know of anybody that might want the job, they can get a hold of me at the Prime Water Shipping Company. We have offices here, as well as in Banbury.
Gosh, so many references.
I'll take your offer into consideration. I'll pass it on to
Excellent.
others that might be interested.
If you have, do you have a penchant for cards?
No, I do not.
Unfortunate. Again, we have a game that we play at the Goat on alternating Fridays. So if you ever want to join us, it's high stakes, but I would definitely stake you. You seem like an enterprising young man. Good night to you, sir.
You too.
Wonderful.
Oh man. So,
All right. Finally, after your bathing,
bathing. It's called and show for others, unfortunately.
while you were cleaning up and all the cackling and wolf whistling, a gentleman steps onto the back porch and shouts them down.
Oh, thank God! Finally.
The young man, you recognize him as Anders Solmer. He's recently inherited a fleet of fishing vessels that are plying the waters here. They are not from here. The boats aren't. And he's actually in mourning. He has a black band on his sleeve. You have heard the scuttlebutt that his mother, Petra Solmer, has passed away. And he was recently appointed in her place on the town council. So he has a bit of clout.
Okay.
He comes out, he shouts curses at the guys up at the wall, brandishing. He actually reaches for his sword blade, and they all duck back inside because nobody wants to get involved with a duel with him. He's known to be a slight man, sharp features, and a rather toothy smile.
Okay.
He has a bit of an upper plate issue. So when he calls them down, he says, I apologize, Miss Triton. I didn't mean for anything untoward to happen to you while in our fine town. May I escort you back to your place of dwelling?
I guess I can I guess I can accept that, especially when you did me such a good favor.
Well, thank you. And he pulls out and puts on a pair of very fine leather kid gloves and then offers his arm to you.
No, thank you.
No, I insist.
It's all right. I in order to show my appreciation of me doing such a thing, here's a gift for me, and I put just one single silver coin on it in his hand. Just a small thing. It's not in order to bribe him. Like it's a thanks.
He
not
lifts
a
the
bribe.
coin like it's covered with disease. I came for your company, madam. I am not prostituting my services as a guard.
I do not expect such things. It's just a thank you. Don't worry. If you ever catch me doing something bad, you could still arrest me. And I wouldn't.
That's okay. I just feel horrible when people treat you with disrespect because of your gender. You got some really really nice features, and I hate to see people take advantage.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway, let this away.
I guess it's going to start guiding my way. So.
Now, in the conversation with him, he continually refers to you in light of his mother. That you have pretty eyes like his mother.
Oh man.
Your demeanor reminds him of her.
Oh, then was your mother a pirate as well?
She owned a fleet of ships.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Scott, I heard she was a sailor, correct?
She was, but anyway, I don't get many opportunities to talk to people because most of the time I get shouted down by my butler. My butler takes care of most of my business propositions. I don't know why.
Maybe the butler's the one.
By the way, this guy's got a charisma of like 12.
Gosh, I can tell.
12 is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's
Not to a 17.
He's personable.
Gosh.
Yes. He's also a bit impetuous, does talk about things that would not be toward. In other words, talks to you about some of his conquests and the women he's had. But
Oh,
yeah, you're a lot prettier than most of them.
thank you. I guess.
That's okay.
It's a compliment.
No, normally I have to resort to prostitution because people rather love my money than me. I don't know why.
That's unfortunate how people are. That's why I just spend my gold as fast as possible.
Oh.
Makes it harder for them to take it
And
from
just
me.
like my mama used to say,
Yeah.
gold spent for spending.
That's correct right there. I'll give you that.
Be right.
I agree
Alright.
wholeheartedly. Your mother was a wise woman.
Oh, thanks. Mama used to say that too.
She used to say she was a wise woman.
Oh, thank you. All right. He also happens to mention with disdain his distrust of the sea princes. That although his people aren't from here, he's really become loyal to the town more than to the government. He doesn't like the fact that the government is coming in to take taxes, and he really doesn't like the fact that the government's messing with the fishing trade. But he's really glad they're here to stop the sea princes.
I like that. I agree.
When he
with
gets you to your inn, he does ask for permission to see you again at the most early convenience possible.
I have a very busy schedule, but yes, as soon as I have free time, I guess I will see.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right. So now you guys are all back at your inn after your
Yes. Yay.
little bit of running around, so you can converse a bit before tomorrow.
Yes.
Decide if you want to do anything else tonight before tomorrow, and the proposition hunting of the job.
Okay. So, what y'all think about that? Oh wait, shall we wait for him?
So we don't have our own like little hovels or anything. It's
More than likely, you guys would stay because especially on your first day back from the crew, the captain usually splurges and puts you up in a nice in the hotel or whatever for the night, because he wants to make sure that you get your wild oats out here where he can protect you so that you don't go too far afield and get into bar fights and get beat up or worse yet get press ganged into the military or something. So,
Not my.
you laugh, that actually happens.
Yeah, that's happened to me once or twice. I'm the reason why. Let's go. Okay, but should we wait for him until? Should we wait for him to discuss
Well, you
it?
can start talking. He has just maybe that he's a little bit later than the rest getting back here, so don't worry about it.
So what do y'all? So I feel better about after that shower. It's called. I could still
Bath.
bath. I mean, after that bath, I mean, why not look for a job? Or any of y'all got any other jobs? I don't know.
I'm pretty just laying back in my cot. Is this a communal?
Yeah, so you guys have a shared room.
Pretty much, I'm just hanging back with my hat kind of down and just kind of swig.
Yeah.
Drinking on his own bottle of wine, which is different from yours. Which is, you probably still have a couple inches of wine in the bottom of yours.
Just sipping from mine.
I just want to get this straight. So, are we just like visiting, or is this our kind of like
This
I
is
didn't
this
get
is
that.
your this is like
one
the
stop off? That's
yeah, it's like a
okay.
one stop off. Then you guys head to your respective homes or whatever usually.
Okay.
But you guys have been talking about on board the ship in particular. Kern made it pretty clear that he wants to work as a team going forward and not have to be going all the way back to everybody's homes each week, because it's been, he wants to build a team. Of course, he did that on board via the boat, which made it a little close quarters where you didn't have much choice.
Yeah.
But now that you're done with that, you guys are talking about heading home, and so
I see.
this is basically the what are we going to do now thing, not just on what are we going to do on this mission, but what are we going to do as far as the life is concerned. You guys do have places to live here, but do you want to get your own place or continue to?
I want to buy my own ship. Eventually.
Okay, that's the other end of the economic scale.
Yeah.
A dinghy will run you a couple hundred gold pieces.
Yeah. It's a bit far.
And you've been throwing 40 coppers every night.
It's a bit hard to not splooge.
Splurge is the word, not
No, it's
splooge.
splooge. I still gross. No.
Now we're back. Now we're back to the. Now we're back to the cold showers.
God. kind of hard not to
Never
spend money when you
clean.
have money.
Never clean.
So, but anyways, you got any jobs, any of y'all, or want to take up my job? Want to go hunt down a little thief, little
Speaking
bandit?
of thieves,
Okay. Ooh.
I met a certain individual. Yes,
Today.
it was yesterday technically.
It's tonight.
But female dwarf came up to me, saying that they want us to do a job for them in 2 days in sunrise, just to watch the caravan, or watch the wagon of trains, or other way around.
We train of
Train of
wagons.
wagons.
Wagon of trains.
And it could be the same
rascally
thing
wagons.
as your thief.
I'm not.
No, you are a thief. The thief of which you are speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the thief that you're.
I thought you
speaking
said
of.
I'm a thief. It's like
Yes.
you're a thief. You're a thief. It's like whoa, I'm not. Insult
Can't
my
prove
honor.
that.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove anything.
You can't prove it. So, that sounds like a good job. How much are they paying?
Didn't think to ask.
Silver. Silver pieces.
How many? There's a big difference between 20 silver and 2 silver.
Substantial.
Yes.
A substantial amount of silver.
Don't think of it this way. It doesn't really matter. Money is money to you.
Put my ball down and said, as long as it gets us out of this dreadful town.
Yeah. Money's money. That's correct. But more money is more money, no? Let's go. But that's in 2 days. We could still hunt down that thief in the meantime. And then you could ask this woman how much she's paying. If you ever encounter her again, do you know where to find her?
I gave him a price.
Oh, how much was it?
I didn't tell. He didn't tell you, but I gave him a price.
Okay.
So he knows.
Would you mind contacting that woman to ask her what the price was?
That'd be kind of strange to show up 2 days or a day and a half early. Don't you agree?
No, you could ask her that you have associates who want to have more information.
Good point. At the same time, I already told you where they're at.
I guess I'll have to go ask them myself then.
You really want to go out there?
I want to know how
Hello.
much they're paying. I just want to know how much they're paying. That's all the information I want. It seems to me like you're hiding it. That conversation kind of is a little sussy. Try.
Okay, you guys are still playing like you don't know each other. You guys know each other.
Okay.
He's not going to sell you short.
Okay.
You haven't specified. You did not say, I want to make X number.
Yeah.
You said you were looking for a job.
Yeah.
And he said this person approached him.
Fine. I'll trust you on that. Fine. I will take this job, and I hope it pays well. That's all I can do.
How do you like our fine town here?
God.
Okay, so the point of these moments like this is for you guys to take the information that you got as a player individually and put it in context so the other players can help you with the information that you got. You each had a separate encounter. If you spend all the time holding on to your own private information, this doesn't become a group experience. So you have to kind of find just as you would with your regular friends. Oh, I had an interesting. Somebody did mention the fact that he ran into somebody on the way home. You know, that's kind of funny. I ran into somebody too.
Yeah.
That way, you build on the conversation with others. It feels more natural, and everybody gets more information, so that you collectively make decisions.
Yeah.
So that it's not one person doing, well, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, because that serially becomes really boring for the viewer who only listens to one conversation and then one conversation and then one conversation. Whereas collectively, you guys can group together and do things. So, it's funny, you just said you got talked to by somebody, so.
So it's called.
The fishing's good this year.
Let me
So
tell
what
you.
about what about your night?
It's called. I met this fine
I hate
gentleman.
fishing so much.
Well, not met, but saw him.
He's pretty much just.
So I heard the
spoke
cat
with him.
calls from blocks away. But yes.
God, yes, that's true. But a nice gentleman. His name is Anders, and oh my God, he is so much better than the other man. I'm not falling for him.
Wait. I'm like, he says that all the other men.
Yes.
Well,
Including
not only that, you know Anders.
Yeah.
You would know the name because his family owns Anders. Really?
Yes, because unlike every other man who was catcalling me and the other ones who did nothing, looking at you. You could hear it from bucks
I
away.
left, thank you very much. I
Wow,
wasn't one of the
wow.
cat callers.
But
I
you
was
did
getting
nothing.
catcalled, and the worst ones were the ones who didn't make a noise at me.
Yeah, I expected
It's
you.
really weird on how you.
I am offended by the ones who did not
Yes.
make any indication of attraction towards me.
Yes.
How
Those
dare
horrible
you?
You
men.
did nothing
There's
to
more
stop it.
more truth in that phrase than you realize. Ed.
But
There is more truth.
I know.
But Anders, the fine gentleman, he shot them. He shot them.
He shot them. He shot them.
I thought he said
Down.
shoplift for a second.
I didn't think he had it in him to shoot somebody.
I misspoke.
He's
I'm
a
sorry.
killer.
I'm the
He
fan.
totally shut them down, man.
He
She's a
shouted
man
them down.
eater.
He shouted them down and he walked me to my place, and I think I remind him of his mother, and I'm worried about that. I remind him about his mother. Apparently, he seems to keep mentioning it.
Well, she did just die.
I do feel bad for his loss, but I am a bit uneasy about that. But I do like his stance on this entire on the entire political thing that's going on right now.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know.
No, what is his viewpoint? You're
No,
speaking
no,
for.
no. That's called.
You liked his stance. What is
Yeah.
his stance?
It's called. It
Talking
was.
about his
because-
mother, that's kind of
see,
unattractive.
I don't like those. I don't like those bandits, but I also don't like these gosh darn government, and he seems to agree with that. These fudging redcoats, I'm gonna call them for right now. It's called these gosh darn redcoats,
These
and he
dang
agrees
redcoats.
with that point wholeheartedly. I want to get rid of those bandits, those princes, but I don't like those. I don't like those redcoats.
But you're gonna go arrest a bandit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't like bandits. No, I
There's
don't
a
like,
bull
I don't like
running
the
down a
bandits,
hill
but-
right now.
Yeah. I don't like the
It's
bandits,
out of
but I don't like
control.
the government either. It's like I don't like either of them that much. It's called- I prefer that the town just be left alone right now, and that's not what's going. That's not what's going on right now. But yes, that fine gentleman, that I forgot his name already.
And they
And I-
called it
Anders.
sick puppy love.
No,
Anders Solmer.
Anderson. Yeah. How about y'all? What are y'all experiencing today?
So how was your night?
Yeah.
He says.
Since we're all sharing.
Dad,
Some
Dad was
dandy approached
good.
me.
the fish are biting really nice. The ship's in good shape.
Getting ready to go again. It's gonna be great.
I
just looked
I just
at him
can't get
like-
enough of the sea.
And I then I continue with my.
Yeah.
I met a dandy. He's following me. I try to. I don't know. He just caught me off guard. He mentioned something about some sort of job that he wanted me to do. So,
Good job.
if you guys are interested, it's from some sort of prime water shipping company. Is anybody?
What did that
The
ring
name,
bells?
the name definitely rings a bell. Prime Water has been the trade organization for the area since the soldiery first showed up 6-7 months ago. Gellin, Prime Water, you guys would know as the older gentleman, the leader. He dresses in high nobility style, but he's like a decade behind. So he's like his lapels are a little too wide, and the buckles on his shoes are too gaudy. He's very proud of his rank and nobility, but he's a little off.
So this man, more details about him? Does he run the factory? Does he work with a certain individual? What does he want us to do?
All he said is looking for spotters. For
Spotters.
what?
Spotters?
I did not ask. I was not interested, but if you guys are all interested, we can go visit him.
Today.
Well, probably tomorrow. Whatever you guys all agree.
I said we go right
As
now.
long as we
just
get
show
out.
up heavily
As long as
armed.
we get out of here.
I think all four of us should show up heavily armed.
I feel the sea is calling to me.
Yeah.
And this adventure ends the way it began, with everybody going their own direction. All right, yay!
Everybody leave.
Great team play, guys.
Yeah. So, Okay, so since we have like 3 jobs on our table right now. 4. Oh yeah.
You're completely blotting out the going back to C bit. No, we're not. Yeah, we could simply go back out and hit.
We can go back to C, but
I said we just need the sea is calling me. I didn't say the sea's calling me to go fish.
yeah.
Let me ask you something. Did this person approach you? Did you give him your name?
No. He knows of me.
Yeah, my person
That's
too.
that sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, same here. Even though this is a very small town and all that other
It's
stuff.
a small
But
town.
still,
Less than a couple.
It's a
hundred
small town, and 100% of the people you've mentioned, I've told you, you all know. So the possibility that they might know your name is not as far out of the spectrum as you might think. The fact that they use it when they speak with you is a faux pas, but it may have been intentionally disarming.
yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
just realize that if you
Well-
know who Prime Water is, Prime Water may or may not know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he didn't use your name when he talked to you suggests that he doesn't necessarily know you as well as he made off that he sounded like he did. He also was following you, which means he probably didn't know where you stayed. So the one you're dealing with probably didn't have as big a tie as the one that because his actually called him by name.
yeah, and I don't think she's from around here. She's a train or light of train. I keep saying it.
Your train of wagons is
Train
really
of wagons, yes.
My neighbor.
you're taking
my
wagon.
name.
You're
How
wagon
strange.
train and wagon.
Yeah, but if she's
Caravan of wagons.
caravan,
Caravan of thought.
then I'm sure that she may or may not know us, or is part of this town exactly. So it's part of the mines. And I'm sure we all know about the mines, right?
Just
Like
that they're dwarvish and that they're digging into places they shouldn't be digging into, and they're disorganized.
I say yes, non.
What does that mean?
Yes.
That they're digging into places they shouldn't?
That's scuttlebutt. That's typical local conversation. Feels like the mines closed down a long time ago for a reason.
Okay.
Why people would be mucking around in there. They can't be any good at all. Matter of fact, it suggests that there might be something to do between that and the smuggling
There's an
operations.
evil presence in those mines. Stay away. Just the
I mean-
old crowd of the village.
We could probably go to your contact, ask for more details about what they want us to spot and stuff, and then maybe afterwards we'll come back and go back to the caravans and ask them a few more questions if need be.
Catch a band.
I
I
thought
like
we're
the
all set
caravans.
with your plan. Work for the Loyalists. Hunt this thief.
Yeah, I like that. Well, but we only work for the Loyalists briefly. That's my agreement.
It's only for money.
No,
Yes.
I like how nobody else has a problem with working for the Loyalists, but we have to earmark it with it's only for the mission.
Yeah. Like,
guys, I can see it on your faces that you're not liking the idea of working with the Loyalists. Don't worry, it's only for one mission.
yeah. We'll do this. We get rid of a problem for the town. I mean, we're helping the town by getting rid of a thief. A thief is no good. Probably. Says the thief.
Says the thief.
The thieves. Like what are we? Mostly thieves, I guess.
We're Motley Crew.
Yeah.
We're a Motley Crew.
Yeah. We're what's it called? I forget.
We're well-meaning.
Anyway, you talk well into the evening. Eventually, you drift off to sleep. Since it's in an inn, you don't have to worry about guards or anything like that. So, in the morning, you're awakened by the scullery coming through and emptying the bedpans and chamber pots out the windows. Did you hear some young lady down below? I declare,
Oh my god. God.
I'm going to receive the vapors.
Oh my god, that voice. Ah,
Damn it, Triton.
God. That wasn't me, gosh dang it.
It was the other person that said, "Gosh dang it."
God.
All three of them.
So,
Right. So, what are we doing, bright and shiny?
I thought Brighton was up to
I say we.
That's Triton, not Brighton.
I'm not very bright fella. But I say we do the thief one, but if y'all want to talk to the guy about
What are you doing first? Is all I'm asking.
Okay.
Where are we going first?
breakfast.
Breakfast.
The most important meal of the day.
Didn't say it was continental breakfast, so down to the main floor there was a
Which
big
continent?
platter of meats and cheeses and small loaves of
Be
bread.
day 2.
Oh, yes.
Right? Or is this day 2?
This is
or-
morning 2. Yep.
Okay. Well, shit.
So the end is you're the end is done. But what?
Okay, so we have to make a decision now.
I say I am for the thief, but if y'all want to go to the...
I don't think
That guy-
shouting "I am for the thief" is a great way to go around promoting your position here. Go thief!
I am for hunting down the thief, but if y'all want to ask about that job, more details, hey, I'm for it. I'm for that as well.
What about you?
Wherever the tides take me, I'm willing to go.
Well, there's no tides in this.
There's
neck
the
of woods.
there's the tides of life, and the rivers of time.
Don't
Wherever
remind him he doesn't have work. Remember, he loves the boat. In fact, we're going to be away from the boat. He's going to be saying a lot of sea references from now on, I have a feeling.
Darn, the dungeon master is caught on.
I'm on to you.
Whatever the tides take him. Okay.
I'm willing to do whatever
You-
you guys want to do.
Let's hunt for this thief. This should be an easy job.
Yeah.
All right.
It's one of our contacts.
Let's go to the caravan.
That's...
Nice.
No. That's a two. That's a two.
No, that's the thing for accepting quests.
Yeah.
We finally figured out which one.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound effect?
Yeah.
God. Fine. I'll go along.
Put that in the sand.
The caravan we go, I guess.
So you're going to go talk to the dwarf lady you met?
Yep.
The caravanning we will go.
Yeah.
So be it.
We're here, old lady. I ain't
All
gonna
right.
say that to her.
They call her Captain Copperlocks.
Hi.
You?
God.
She looks up from her. She's got a desk, papers spread all over. She's basically standing on a crate to be up tall enough to work over the tabletop. One thing you'll notice is that on the wall behind her is a royal decree signed by the king himself, granting her permission to use the mountain mining operation.
Gosh
Darn Lord.
She looks up from her work, says, "Oh,
dang it.
Hello.
I put a very fake looking smile.
A fake smile.
I put a real smile.
nice. All right. What do you guys want?"
We're here on a female dwarf approached me 2 days ago. asking
That was
about
me.
the- Well, you said Copperhead. I was like, that's not her.
Copperlock. Captain Copperlock's what she's known as.
Yeah, okay.
Her name's Ministra.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I thought that was a total different person.
I know.
was
She
like,
looks up and goes, "It was me, dude.
Look, I
Wasn't in
Exactly
uniform
like
at
that.
the time. Sorry."
I changed my hair
Exactly
style
like
today.
that, she
You don't
said,
even
dude.
recognize me.
I rated it a different direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on? Taking the job?
Yeah, we're taking the job.
Alrighty. Well, you're a little early. We're not going to be leaving till tomorrow morning.
Oh, that was today.
2 days hence, coming from yesterday evening.
Yeah, okay.
That would be tomorrow morning.
Well, my friend here has some information that she would like from you guys. Apparently, I've said a few things, and apparently not a lot of it is going to make sense to her. So she's going to ask some questions.
Fine. Okay, how much you paying for this job?
That's not what it... I'm just like...
Nobody.
As would be any security detachment, you will make 20 silver pieces for the mission. It's a 3 days trip to get the wagons up the mountain.
Is that each?
Yes, that would be each. That's why I said you would make 30, I mean 20. So, Lucius, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you've never given your name. She said Lucius, isn't it?
Yeah, I realized that after I said
Okay.
it. So
You go,
I'll
yes,
add
ma'am.
response, yeah.
He goes,
And I'm
you come highly recommended. Seems that you've got yourself a benefactor. Wagons are owned by Prime Waters. I assume, therefore, you're going to be taking command of this small group? I mean, quite frankly, just for clarification, you are still primary liaison. You work for me. That one works for Prime Water. I'm just making sure the establishment of his positioning within that structure didn't mean offense.
Okay. I'm drinking water and just like.
Exactly. What?
Having a hard time being worth your salt.
You approach me and he's in charge now.
Well, you have to understand, I prize loyalty over tradition.
I pretty much go, I yield it to you.
No, you're in charge.
No, you're in charge now. That's how it works now.
Primer goes to you for that. So.
So do I have to refer to you as commander now? Do I have to refer to you as commander now?
So, you had any other questions? That was a pretty simple one to answer, actually.
I'm so sorry if that was it.
That was literally her only question.
I literally thought there was more to it, but I guess not.
Let's go.
I'm only in it for the money.
She's doing it all for the money.
Well, I do declare I hear a southern accent coming out of there.
Let's go.
I'm in for the money. In for the money.
Let's go. So how dangerous can we expect this job to be?
It's a ride into the mountains for 3 days to another town. All it is if we have a show of some form of protective force, the highwaymen won't, more than likely won't make any effort to take the train. Unlike last time.
Are these packing wagons or package wagons? Are they carts?
Oh, aren't you full of questions? I can see why Gellin likes you. Yeah, as far as the wagons are concerned, it's 3 of his buckboards.
What are buckboards?
Spring-mounted 2-axle heavy carts, fundamentally open-backed. You can put a cart tarp over it or whatever. It's only going to be 3 wagons and roughly 6,000 pounds of cargo.
Teams?
Yeah.
2 per wagon?
No, they're 4 quad teams.
The drivers?
4. No. 1 driver per
Oh.
4 horses. Because we are going up a mountain.
It's 4 horsepower.
Actually, comes out to about 9, but that's because the numbers are inequity. But
What is being hauled over there? Food,
mining,
tools, minerals,
mining,
All right.
mining. That's all. Nothing but mining tools. Understand?
It sounds like you're trying to convince us.
Wow, you are the bright one.
Yeah.
Highly recommended, lower recommended.
Okay.
Recommended. Oh.
Begrudging.
Oh, what about your quiet one?
Whatever the waves take him, he will go with us. He's a silent type.
Okay.
Alrighty, so that's for tomorrow. You didn't have any other questions, really. That was it.
Yeah. That's the only information you didn't disclose to me.
That's not true. You had something else completely as a train of thought earlier, but you don't remember it.
I don't.
I just.
This is why you write notes.
Nudge her. Thief?
Beefy thief?
Yes, the thief. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So now do you remember the other question?
I don't.
Oh, God.
I am
Wow.
so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I put you in charge.
Yeah.
You put her on rear guard. That's fine.
My memory is as gone as my gold is. That's fast to go.
Yeah, 40 copper pieces a night, I can see how.
Yeah.
That's 80 loaves of bread you gave away.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So anything else?
If not,
Do you have any questions?
Well,
Sure.
I can't. I'd probably wait for tomorrow.
or you can go ask Ellen.
Want me? should we inspect the cargo? Make sure the.
Oh, it's not
cars-
prepared till tomorrow. We're waiting for it to get here. That's why we have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
We're waiting for a ship that's supposed to come in on high tide today.
I see.
I'm still trying to recall my question. Just in the corner
You
thing.
only got so much time now before we're just gonna walk out and then your question's gonna pop.
Yeah, like
there.
like the job's already done. A couple days later, it's like I remember it now.
Any other questions, guys?
Nope.
While
Okay,
we're in front
so-
of this person?
So you leave the land office, business office, or the land business office, and where to now?
Mm.
Do you want to go check out the Prime Water Shipping Company?
Let's go there. Since, that's your contact, let's see.
Okay. As you approach,
Yeah.
you can hear chamber music wafting out of the second story window.
That's nice music.
Basically, it's an oversized warehouse with a superstructure on one side. It's like a 2-story building, and the main warehouse itself has big opening gateways for whole wagon loads of stuff to go in and out of. The big doors are open, and there's a flurry of activity going on out there. But the music's wafting from the second story up above. There's a staircase on the outside of the building leading up to the what apparently is the office entry on the second story.
Any of you guys recognize them, or do you think he's on the floor, or do you think he's on the second floor?
Do I see him on the
You,
floor?
you don't see Gellin on the floor at all. You realize, as foppish as he was, more than likely he's not going to deign to get his hands dirty by doing the actual work. So he's more than likely on the second
And
story.
you're saying it's really busy on the ground floor right now?
Yeah, there's a lot of work being done. Looks like they're loading wagons with stuff.
Do I see anybody that's kind of like directing everybody in some way?
Yeah, there's a couple
Like a
couple of
supervisor or
foremen or something like that working. Yeah,
All right. I'll go ahead and approach.
they're both of they're both Rook, which means they are orcs.
That works.
Okay.
Well, orcs.
Orcs, yes.
Yeah, the traditional orc is now relegated to almost a subclass of creature. They're not quite human. Rooks are like intelligent, smart, big, bulky, tusked mouths. Very little hair on the top of their heads. Usually wear hats.
They read Shakespeare.
So just guess I'll approach one of the.
If you've
foremen.
seen Bright, you've seen my orcs.
Approach the form. Are they typical? Like you see them those.
They're big,
Okay.
big, muscular, bullying people, shouting things. Looks like they could carry their own weight and work, and quite a few of the workers are also Rook. But the two guys that are shouting are very big, scowly-looking dudes.
So I'll approach one of them.
Okay.
And pretty much,
He looks down and goes, "What you want, boy?"
where's your master?
You mean who's the boss? Boss is Mr. Gellin, Mr. Gellin, Prime Water. Find him up in the offices. I'm kind of the boss down here. At least I take care of the incoming cargo. Name's Felix. You?
Lucius.
Nice to meet you, Lucius. My compatriot over there shouting at the other wagons. That's our outgoing commander, and his name's Oscar.
So is your boss? Is he up in his office right now?
You couldn't tell? Hear that music? You know he's around. God, he won't let it go. It's a horrible racket as far as I'm concerned. Can you believe he actually hires those damn minstrels on a daily basis and keeps them here? It's crazy.
I should do that.
All right, I'll just pretty much just turn around and head back to these guys and let them know, hey. guess
As
the boss is up here.
you're starting to walk away, he says, "Oh, by the way, welcome to the family. Heard you got proposition last night."
And it doesn't sound
Give him a
ominous at
weird
all.
like, okay, and I just move on. So
What's
he's
that
upstairs.
That's
Were you
that
adopted
isn't
yesterday?
ominous.
No idea.
I don't like this. Something.
Weird
I'm uneasy
documents
about this.
or
Okay.
weird adoption I've ever seen. But let's
Yeah.
go. Let's
I'm
meet this
uneasy about
boss
this.
of theirs.
Okay, so when you get upstairs, the music gets louder. It is a four string, so it's a quartet playing chamber music. You open the door. There's a huge oak desk behind which sits Gellin in the power position, feet up on the desk, arms behind his head.
Ah, it's good to be
Just
employed.
his eyes are rolled heavenward, and his just rocking just slightly to the rhythm of the music. Looks over and goes, "Ah, my boy, so glad to see you. I see you brought your friends. This is going to be an ostentatious day. Welcome. I am Gellin Primewater, and you are?
I'm Triton, a seasoned adventurer, I guess.
Ah, I see. Self-promoter too. Okay, and
Kern.
quick and to the point. Let me guess, your dad's Vern.
Yes.
Yeah. Owns the minnow?
Yes.
Yeah. You literally, it's like you just walked off the boat. I swear you look just like your dad.
Thank you.
And you?
Baird.
Baird, yeah, I heard about you. I'd love to meet loyal defenders of the king's rights in the territory.
I roll my eyes.
I definitely want to look at putting some of you on my employ, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that sounds.
Hopefully, we'll cross that bridge when it comes around.
Also wise to not make decisions on a snap judgment. I'm gonna like working with you boys. This will be pretty awesome. But no offense.
Oh, okay. No, it's like I present myself as a guy, so
Yeah, I'm just pepper. Yeah.
Besides being catcalled.
that's maybe.
Anyway, so we're here about the job then.
Well, we are doing another job, but maybe
Okay.
it's in conjunction with what you were offering the other day.
Sure. What's your current employment status then? If you're technically working for someone else, I kind of need to know what you'll be
Well,
doing.
We're actually working for you. We're escorting your wagons.
You are.
Yes.
Let me guess. The Banbury run
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Dwarves.
Yes.
Cargo. This is going to be a walk in the park then, gentlemen. Now, how many of you have done night watch duty? No, that's good. 50%? 60%? 75%?
I don't know if I would have done that with you.
The girl needs.
I
her
think they're
beauty
bluffing. I think they're bluffing,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Oh,
That's
I
okay.
thought that was a
I'm
meta
on track.
question.
We're really good. We're really good at looking out at night.
I thought that was a meta
And that's where the
question.
fish mostly
No.
bite.
I
You'll find that when I fall into a role, I pretty much stay the role until you'll see me do something physically, an affectation, a shrugging of the shoulders or something
Something.
to back out of the role. Because usually when I'm in the role, I want to stay in that role and not interfere with anything else. So my question about Night Watch was actually genuine. How much experience do you have with Night Watch? 2 people rapidly raised hands. The other 2 were a little bit slower. It's like, okay, 50 for better than 50%. Great. So here's the way this is going to shake out. Compensation. What have they determined to be the rate?
Well, 20 silver pieces per person.
All right. So we will make that a rounded out gold.
Okay.
All right.
So on day 2 of the operation, you will be coming up to a place known as Point's Edge. And when you get to the area vicinity of Point's Edge, you will volunteer for night guard duty. Point's Edge. And when you are in that vicinity at that hour, and you have volunteered to be night duty, you will take prepared, shall we say, candles and light them. And that's the extent of it. You will stay watch during that period to ensure nothing interferes with the operation that runs for that next 4-hour period. And in the morning, you will take absolutely no responsibility for the indiscretion that will be discovered at that point.
All right.
Okay.
Sound fair?
I guess. Yes.
Is this amenable to you?
Yes.
I'm looking at you, sir.
Point's Edge.
Yes.
Some sort of
It's an inn.
Outpost?
It's an inn. It used to be an inn. No one stays there anymore. It's abandoned.
And who are we replacing?
You're not replacing anybody. You're going to be working as caravan guards. Yes.
I see.
Caravan guards, and once we get there, we light candles, and then after that, nothing is our responsibility.
Okay.
During the night watch.
During the night.
And then you finish your trek into town, get paid your 20 silver, and upon you collecting the 20 silver and meeting with my representative at Banbury, you'll trade that 20 silver pieces for a gold.
Can I roll an insight to see?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
That's 15.
Yeah, something. There's something that smells really fishy.
Yeah, I didn't like this. Nice.
Tuna.
Aha. So you have to
So-
choose whether you want to.
So you're telling me that we just light up candles? None of it is our responsibility. Take the 20 silver pieces and get a gold out of it?
Yep.
Doesn't that seem a bit, I don't know, odd?
Is it too much?
No. It's just... No, it doesn't, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it over. Yeah, it actually does make sense. My mistake.
Sure. And he looks over at Lucius and says, "And Lucius, this is why I'm putting you in charge. No offense."
Not taken.
All right. There is something fishy. I'll let you guys discuss it amongst yourselves. But that's why I backed out. This is.
It's called,
But when you finish the discussion with him, he says, "If you have any other field questions, definitely you'll want to talk to Oscar. He's on the outbound team for tomorrow, and he'll be coordinating the wagon positionings and all of that."
okay.
Actually, do we meet here or do we meet over by the mountain?
No,
Over
you're
here.
picking up the cargo here,
Okay,
coming off
then-
the boats, and taking it up to the mountain.
All right, making sure. You know, don't want to be at the wrong location,
Oh,
wrong
sure.
time. You know.
No, I get you. And being in the wrong place in the wrong time can be rather lethal in the area. Also, to sweeten the pot and to make it a little easier for me, your place of dwelling, which I believe you're staying at the inn, I'll go ahead and cover tonight's costs for you. I need for you to allow one of my associates stay within your space, if that's acceptable to you. And to make it worth your while, not only do I pay for the inn for the night, but I will also pay the meal and lodging costs for you all. Just don't ask any questions. Is that fair enough?
Seems fair enough.
Go ahead and make your insight check.
I thought
Got
you
me
said
in a
no
stalemate
questions.
there. That's 13.
Travis says, "Oh God, not the candles."
13.
13. Yeah, still something doesn't make sense here. But you're kind of realizing this probably isn't the person you're going to want to ask. So you may want to talk amongst yourselves before tonight happens.
Very good.
All right.
Sounds great.
So he shakes all of your hands, welcomes you to the team, tells you, tell Vern I said hi.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
as soon as we get out, I immediately turn towards Baird and go, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Really?
This is how.
You don't say.
So, I don't think we should.
He wants to hire loyalists.
Yeah. So, I just.
So we're just walking
Right.
and talking
Yeah,
at the same
so
time.
Yeah.
I don't want to like those guys, to be honest with you.
I mean, come on, going from 20 silver to a gold piece?
Yes, but he said not to take responsibility for what occurs. It's probably something really bad, don't you think? That's what's going to occur to those caravans.
So it sounds like you guys want to do some research in the local community on the
Candles and inn and what.
whole every bit of this.
Yeah.
So who do you want to go to, and who do you want to talk with, and what do you want to ask, and who's going to do the talking?
One question.
Sure.
It's every 10 for 10, right? 10 copper. is
100,
supposed to-
100.
Oh, it's 100. Okay.
Yeah, this was a ridiculous.
That's why I
offer.
was like, wait, 1 gold, that's 10 silver, is it?
Yeah,
No.
Then
I was
that's
like,
the other way around. I was, it's 100. Okay.
100.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Five times as much.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't make sense because
Yeah.
now it's too much.
Yeah.
What's he doing now? Oh, my camera died. That's our. That's our sign language. Let me know to restart the camera.
It's actually almost 3. I gotta get going here in a minute and
Okay.
to go and come back.
That's fine. That's fine. So you're gonna go talk to whom? That way I can do you first, and then you can go take off and come back. But
Oh, well, I was told to go tell Dad hi.
okay. But I'm just saying, is there any part of the scuttlebutt, any part of this you want to question, and who do you want to question? You could even ask your dad stuff if you have him.
Yeah,
Who you want to ask?
why not?
What part, in particular, do you think?
Is there any part that in particular you guys think I should ask the seafarer?
what he knows about prime water in the first place. What's his business?
So the relationship with Prime Water, also what vessel brought in the cargo that the dwarves are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Something else you could find out from that
Yep.
area. All right. So when you head out head out to find those things out. Let me get to the vessel here. Why don't they put it on the front page? Okay. Okay. So the vessel that came in was a dwarvish seagoing vessel, extremely rare.
Yep.
Basically, all of the doors are basically screw type like lids.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're ready to go to sea, no seawater gets to them at all.
Yeah.
So they lock themselves inside, and the engines are clockwork, and they actually go down below and basically get on these big pedal racks that power the
They wind
screws.
the clock.
Right, and rumor has it that some of the dwarvish vessels can actually go underwater because the density of the dwarvish bodies are so strong that they actually coordinate and count to 1, 2, 3, and they all leap in the air, and their weight hitting the deck pushes the water under the surface.
Oh
But
my
only if they
God.
have enough.
Right.
If they're one short, it's unfortunately not doable.
So the vessel's known as the Dreadnought,
I've heard of those.
and the captain's name is Vigra Tross. And the cargo that was unloaded was heavy enough that 6 boxes is all there are mounted being loaded into the wagons to come up with 6,000 pounds.
Jeez. So 6 boxes, 6,000 each, or 6,000 together?
6,000 together. So it's 1,000
1,000 each.
1,000 pounds per box. These are big crates.
Yep.
So that's all you're able to get from that. And as far as our new friend, where did it go? I just had his name here a second. Clearwater, right? Or no? What's his name?
Brightwater?
Prime Water. Right?
Prime water.
Yeah, the Prime Water Company was actually brought in by the Army. It was actually their primary transit to bring their cargo here. But there was a falling out almost immediately, and the Prime Water Company basically broke ties, and since then have been very anti loyalist
Mm.
in their positioning. So,
Gotta go out for
all right,
nuts.
there you go. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Next, who else wants to do some research?
It's called. I can look for any contacts about the candle, and figure information out about it. Hopefully.
Why don't you talk to that one guy that you went out with?
Nice. I could go talk to
No,
him.
I'm serious.
I can go
Since
talk to
his
him.
mother just recently
Nice.
passed,
You might have information
is-
about it.
she is the head of the shipment and all that other stuff. Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, good point. I'll go talk to him.
Okay. And you're gonna go talk
To the foreman, Oscar,
Okay.
the one I just met.
Mm-hmm. Actually, not the one you talked to Unger, the other one.
Oh, Oscar,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, you talked to Felix. This one's Oscar. Yeah. All right. So you're gonna go talk to Anders. So when you approach the Anders house,
It's called. Before that, could I strike up a conversation with my sword at any point?
yeah.
Okay. Could I want to talk to him once I'm forward with the group. It's called. I want to like listen up, Lord Sting.
Excuse me.
Lord Sting.
Don't you take that tone with me,
I'm sorry,
girl.
Lord Sting. I have an important question to ask you.
Ask away.
Okay. It's called. Do you know any information about? Oh gosh, what's the name again of that place? I have it written down. Actually, I'm gonna put it. I wrote it. What was the name of the place again? The candle, where they were the ones who lit the
Edge
candle.
point. Or
Edge
point
Point's
edge.
Edge.
Point's Edge. Do you have it? Do you know any information about Point's Edge? That you can
What do you
provide?
need to know? Is it somebody you have to kill?
Not quite yet, but we'll probably kill people along the way there. It's called.
Promise?
I promise.
Because I'm getting hungry.
Okay, I swear to use you at some point.
Really?
Yes.
You promise?
Called,
Before midnight?
no, not before midnight.
Why not?
Because there aren't any bandits to kill before midnight.
I didn't make any agreement to kill bandits. That's your request.
It's called, that's true, but I really don't want to send an innocent person.
And nobody's innocent in this world. You know that.
I know that, but
Proven
less
guilty.
less than you less than evil person, I guess.
Evil schmeevil.
I promise.
They all taste the same.
That's true, but I promise you.
You know? You haven't even experienced it yet. Wait till I share with you.
It's called Lord. I keep forgetting his name. Lord Sting. It's called How about
Think of it like you're talking to.
Just holding it. I'm just looking like a crazy person.
Think of it like you're talking to the lead singer from the Police.
Okay.
His name actually is Sting.
Okay.
Or talk to Sting, the professional wrestler.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
No?
Lord Sting, look, I just want some information, and I can promise you that tomorrow I will have you consume a soul or two.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't eat souls. That would be presumptuous, and there's a power behind the throne that controls where those go. I just get a chance to lick them.
Okay. I apologize, Lord Sting, for insulting you in such a manner.
It's okay.
But,
It's okay. I'll share you. I'll share a taste with you tomorrow.
Okay. So, but could you provide information about Point's Edge to me?
No,
Oh, why is that?
because I don't know what Point's Edge is.
Ah, you're right. Oh,
But you've committed to killing something, so I'm sure that I'll have more information for you after I've tasted somebody.
Skull. Fine, but you'll give me more information if I ask you anything else today, correct?
That's not how this works either.
Fine.
You will learn so much more before you get control of your urges.
Yes.
It's the whole mentality. He only knows as much as you do. He's not a know-it-all sort.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Well, the stuff he does know, you really don't want to know, because the more you know, the more deeper you're going into the dark side. Remember, you made this pact, and you hate the pact. You don't
Yeah.
like it.
I just want information. That's it.
Yes, but that's greed.
Yeah. I put him back away.
So now we're going to go talk to Solma, right? So we're going
Yeah.
to the Solma mansion. As you approach the house, the place is arguably one of the 3 richest houses in town. But as you approach the building, the curtains are drawn. There's black wreathing on the pillars out in front, and the flag is flying half staff with the family's banner hanging below the Sea Prince's banner.
Okay.
Not the Loyalist flag. The Sea Prince's banner.
I'm a bit uneasy about that.
So as you come up to the house, you're standing on the front porch at the door. You can hear music coming from within.
I knock.
Somewhat dirge-like organ music.
Oh.
I knock fairly hard, not very hard, but very hard.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Guy comes to the door. He's 7'2", very heavy brow line. Wears a, despite his rank, his clothing being in the higher class, for some strange reason he's wearing a toque.
Toque? What's that?
Also known as a beanie,
Oh.
black woven cap
Okay.
over his ears. So he looks like a gaunt, thin human, but his skin color is ashen, almost gray.
No, he's a drow who's hiding his ears.
No, he's not drow.
Oh, he's not?
Can't be drow. Drow are black skin. This is gray. This
Oh,
is
okay.
yes. Big bushy white eyebrows though.
Hello, I'm looking for Lord Anders.
And you are.
I'm a friend of his.
And you are.
I am Triton.
I'm sorry, I don't have you on his appointment book. I am his butler, Skedden Wave Chaser.
Could you repeat that?
Skedden Wave Chaser. Do you write down everything?
Yes.
I see.
It's the only way I
Must
keep
be
my...
from that evil school of documenting.
I just have a bad memory, unfortunately. So, I don't have an appointment with him, but I'm sure you could make room to see me. Make some time. Even if it's little, I wouldn't mind.
Unfortunately, I can't really help you with that.
Although, why
It
is that?
says, I'm tasked with protecting the Solmer family from the abuses of licentiousness that they had fallen into in her ladyship's later days. He was known to frequent local inns and to watch ladies bathing.
Oh,
It was just indecent.
my. That's quite the revelation.
So, how may I help you?
I just wish to talk to him concerning some caravans. That's all. Have a job with him. That's all.
Well, I'm certain that asking too many questions might get you killed in this area. And as you do not have an appointment, nor do I even know of Triton, I don't know that I can help you. Good day to you. He closes the door.
So, could I put my foot between?
Go ahead and make your deck save to do
Okay.
so.
Did I reroll it? It landed on that, but it's an 11 with
It landed readable.
13. Okay. 13.
You're not rolling in a box. I don't make you reroll.
Okay. 13. So.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
About this time, just as you put your foot in the door, you hear, Scarin! Scarin! Who is it?
Oh, it's like I mean to call. Anders, it's me! Triton!
Triton!
Yes, I've come to see you!
Ah! Whoa, this is a surprise. Open the door, Scarin, get out of the way. Scarin glares at you, but opens the door.
Oh,
Triton comes down. He's wearing his basically a what do you call it, like a smoking jacket. He's not dressed for the day yet at all.
Okay.
Oh, how are you doing today, Trident? I'm very clearly not in full proper attire, and I'm a bit embarrassed. Would you mind? I'll run back up and change if you
Of
want.
course. Take your time, Scott. I'll just be waiting for you here. It's totally fine. It's complete.
So now you're inside the door. As he runs back upstairs, Scarin closes the door and slides the bolt.
Oh my, aren't you threatening right now?
If you cause any harm to that boy, I will put you down myself.
Don't worry, I seek no harm with him. He seems like, in truth, I like him.
Wait a
more than
minute,
he
you're
is.
one of the sailors from the Minnow, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Now I know you're in the wrong place. If you wish to do the best for Anders, you will walk back out this door immediately and never return. You will only bring heartache and pain to the boy.
And why is that?
You're not human.
That's true, but
That's all it takes.
That's rather cruel.
You're half-blood. I'm sorry, you're a scorn. You're not worth the breath you breathe.
Wow.
The disdain you're getting off of this guy is really horrible until you realize he's been speaking to you in Eldrin.
Yeah. Oh man, I just spoke in Elden the entire time. Not even realizing it. Gosh. Yeah. It's quite the way to look down on a person, isn't it?
Yes.
Just because.
There's the door. If you want if you want what is best for your new friend, you'll leave now.
Oh my.
It's your choice.
Scott, I doubt what you think is best for him is actually true.
And here he comes flouncing back down the stairs. He's dressed in bright greens and yellows. Very, very proud of himself. Wide lapelled jacket.
You look wonderful in that outfit, don't you?
As he gets to the bottom of the stairs, he turns around and says, Why, yes, I do. Shall we walk in the garden? It's a lot safer than in here.
I guess, yes. Oh my god. Oh.
Scarin's still glaring at you as the two of you walk out onto the porch.
I smile and wave at him. And then walk with him.
Rabbit hole you go.
Okay, so you're out on the porch talking with the younger Anders.
Let's go. I apologize, Anders, but it's business that brought me to you today,
Well,
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just that it's really not good timing. We're still in mourning over Mother's death.
I understand.
She died from lead poisoning.
Oh, did she now?
Yes.
That's truly horrible.
17 arrows worth. We don't know how I got into her.
I bite my thumb when he says that. Well, not my thumb, my
Yeah.
index finger. I'm like, oh, that's tragic.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's
Do you-
horrible. The only person that was there was Scarin, and he was able to get her last words.
Which were?
I hope I got that right.
Scott, do you know who was the one responsible for it?
Yes. It's very clearly a loyalist plot.
How do you know that?
Because Mom was very supportive of the the proper way of things, the return to the old ways that was being promised by the traditionalists. And those 17 arrows all had the fletching of the nobles of the not nobles of the soldiers of the king's army.
Okay. So, it is that now, Scott. That sounds very suspicious, don't you think?
It does.
Scott.
But Scarin's done everything he can to protect us since then.
Mm-hmm. Scott. That's very sad. Scott. That just goes to prove to one that those loyalists are not good for anything. But unfortunately, Scott, I must ask you information about a caravan, Scott, being run by some loyalists.
What?
I mean, no, a trail of wagons. I
If you're talking about the train of wagons that's being sent up the mountain by Prime Water,
Mhm.
yeah, that's got nothing to do with the loyalist dogs that killed my mother.
I know. So, no, aren't they loyalists as well? They're not the ones responsible, but aren't they loyalists as well?
Okay, who are you talking about? Prime Water, or are you talking about
Yeah, Prime Water, I guess. Let's go.
Copper Locks?
So they're not loyalists then. I thought I was.
Who's not loyalist?
Prime Water. They're not loyalists.
What makes you think that Prime Water is loyalist? What part of that conversation sounded like Prime Water was loyalist?
I just.
The fact that he said he was really glad to hire one,
Yeah. So,
and then he asked him to basically take on a role where he's going to compromise them.
Oh shit! Huh? I didn't even think about that.
So now you're standing talking to.
I'm talking to myself right now. I like to think I'm just thinking this out loud. Like, oh shit. Fucking hell, I came to so many wrong conclusions.
Just realize you can be yourself around me. It's okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's called
You kind of fell into yourself there a bit, didn't you?
Yes, I
It's
did.
a deep well.
Yes.
You are a cool drink of water.
Unfortunately.
If I might be so bold.
It's called but can you give me some information about Prime Water? Do you think?
Oh, Mr. Prime Water? Mr. Prime Water's, he's okay, I suppose.
It's called.
We've done some work with him in the past, but usually we don't, because we're in the ocean-going business, as you know. We have a fleet of sailing ships.
Man. Okay. And where would you say what type? How would you describe the man? Do you think he'd be the type to use underhanded tactics?
Well, I wouldn't call Prime Water.
Yes.
Well, Prime Water's a good enough guy, I suppose. He's a really, really fancy dresser. Knows how to dance. Taught me.
He taught you.
Oh, you didn't know?
I did not know.
Oh, he can cut a mean rug.
And he knows.
The man knows all the dances of the kingdom.
So he's very close with the kingdom, I guess.
He is a noble. I think you're going to find this is a little more confusing than usual adventure here. So,
Yes, that's true. So,
let's not talk any more about them. Let's talk about you. You have the most beautiful eyes.
Thank you. Thank you. But I'm unfortunately I'm here for business. So
You came this hour of the morning for business?
unfortunately.
Then you need to talk to Scarin, because Scarin runs things around here.
Let's see now. It's called would you mind telling me what are his attitudes towards half elves like me? I know.
I'm surprised he let you in the door, quite frankly.
That was a struggle. There was a struggle to get in through the door.
Yeah. He calls your kind scorn.
Does he now? Yes, I heard him say that.
Says you're not worth the breathing of the air that you breathe.
Did you hear our conversation?
No, but I know how he is.
Yes. Do you think you'll be upfront about information with me? Hopefully not, huh?
I don't think so, but you're as gullible as my mother, so you probably listen to him.
Oh, that's rather cruel.
Well, now that she's dead, I kind of have to be honest about it.
Yeah.
I just wish those stupid sea princes would stay out of our business and let us operate our trade properly instead of having to pay those extra fees.
Yes. Princess.
And if you've only got business to talk to, then you only need to be talking to Scarin, not to me.
Can you come with me? I'm sure if you're there.
I know it makes me highly uncomfortable to hear him call people names.
This called Oh, that's a shame. I guess I won't pressure you to be there if you don't want to be there.
I thank you. You are definitely a lady.
Thank you. I then walked back in there, I guess, to look for Virgin Scarin.
Scarin.
That name already, I don't like him. Scarin, I'm
He's
back.
not very fond of you.
Yeah.
Okay, while he's in the room, Scared is nothing but diplomatic with you, kind and generous, and seeming to be really caring about the way Anders feels about you. But in the meantime, he does make it clear that any meetings that you would have to have dealing with business would have to happen at the Selk Cove offices
Okay.
where they operate their shipping business rather than here.
Okay.
We do not do that kind of business in a dwelling place. It's just not proper.
That makes sense. When is the earliest I could meet with you?
This afternoon.
This afternoon? Okay. I'll be there.
Okay.
What was the name of the place? Just to make sure.
Selk Bay Cove.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Right.
you.
Lucius, what were you doing today in particular?
So after he left, I went ahead and approached Felix.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, how's it going, boy? Heard we're doing some business in the future.
Yes, I am.
So what? You understand protocol, right?
What do you mean?
Quid
protocol?
pro quo. You scratch my itch, I scratch yours.
I see.
Okay. I understand there's going to be a loyalist with you guys tomorrow. By the name of Baird.
Okay.
If he takes a dirt nap, that wouldn't be a problem for me. If you decide to protect him, that's cool too. But just let him know that this is his one and only opportunity to get free of the red coat.
Why do you want to get rid of Bear?
Oh, it's not Baird personally.
Loyalist?
Yeah, they played their national anthem in the bar yesterday after somebody bought us all drinks. What was that about?
Me.
I mean, they appropriated the music and they did the salute and all of that. Just, I don't know. He just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Besides that, when you're working for one of the sea princes, it's kind of not cool to have a redcoat who's on the employ. It just doesn't sit right. So do make sure that he's on duty, though, and that he actually lights one of the candles.
All right, no problem.
Sounds great.
So what do you usually transport up there? In the
Whatever
port?
contraband we get hired to move.
I see. So
Since
usually on your runs, you head to, what is it, Point's Edge?
Well, that's only if you're doing the Banbury run. You could also be running coastally. There's a couple of different coast routes you could take.
So Point Edge is just a stopover.
It's kind of a joke. Point's Edge used to be a really popular inn back in the old days, but the rumor of mass murder and collective suicides that occurred there make it a place that people don't actually ever stay in.
That's quite the rumor.
So why would Mr. Primewater have us go up there?
Because you're taking cargo that you're then going to have liberated from the wagons.
Okay, I see. But
I thought you were in on this.
he didn't really explain too much to us.
Well, that's usually what he calls compartmentalization.
I see. So pretty much the lighting of these candles, whoever lights them,
Will be
pretty much-
seen as complicit.
I see.
That's why you're held harmless by the agreement. It's a Point Break moment for your friend Baird. Sorry, if you see the movie Point Break, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's-
Keanu Reeves is an FBI agent forced to help rob a bank. They don't let him wear a mask, so you have to see him. He actually gets seen on the video holding a gun and helping rob a bank in order to keep him from tattling on them.
Sounds very
Patrick
familiar.
Swayze's a surfer dude who's robbing banks to pay for his...
Surfing.
Keanu Reeves.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chris.
He got hired because he could say, whoa.
What was that?
Keanu Reeves gets hired for all of his movies because he gets to say "whoa." That's his, in every movie. It's his line. All the way from Bill and Ted's "whoa" to the "whoa" from The Matrix.
Yeah, that one's the most iconic. That one and Bill and Ted. Those are two.
Oh, and also Speed.
I'll pretty much, I shake Felix's hand and
All right.
good luck today.
Likewise. Make sure you keep your head down. Hate to lose an enterprising young man like you on your first day.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay, so you get back from Dad's,
Yep.
and what were the things you were asking for? Because I fill you in on whatever we didn't. Did we get you?
We did some of the stuff.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember it all.
Okay. So you're all back together before the night, so you get another night at the bar.
Afternoon, right?
Yep, you talk
Okay.
to each other,
Okay.
fill each other in on what you know.
So I'll let all of you guys speak first because the information I got, it's more about who to talk to.
Well, ladies first.
I guess fine. Okay.
BP.
Yeah.
So I use a blessing point system, BPs, whenever you do something particularly appropriate or fits to the scene or
Nice one-liner.
yeah, sometimes they're a one-liner. Usually it's got to be something that fits the theme, and it can even be like a movie quote or whatever if it's appropriately used or whatever. Blessing points can be used kind of like an inspiration point. You force the game master to re-roll, or add yourself an extra re-roll, or add a plus on a modified roll beforehand. So you can say, well, I'm going to burn a BP to get a +1 on this time.
So,
They're enduring, unlike the inspiration points. The reason why I gave you the name tags is name tags are how you earn your inspiration each week. Is just bring your name tag back because we as players have a better chance of remembering to use character names when we can see them. So as long as that comes back, you get an extra inspiration point per game session.
so I went to talk to my good friend Anders, and he didn't have much information for me, but
Okay, what information did you get from the outside of the house?
yeah, so the house is that he's still mourning his mom.
That's
oh,
one.
And that, and he supports the pirates. He supports the prince,
Seven
seven princes, the Prince of Pirates. It's called. Which is one unfortunate flaw in him.
And then his butler's the second one.
Yeah, it's called. And Scarum, he doesn't like half elves. So that was quite the thing to find out as a half elf. So he didn't like me much. He said I wasn't worth the breath of air. The air you breathe.
The air that I breathe, the breath that I air, the air that I breathe.
The air I breathe.
Well, have you seen Men in Tights?
No.
In Men in Tights, the sheriff of Nottingham has that same problem. He cannot say words properly.
Yeah.
So he's always coming in and saying, the men have got their tights on the back. No, the men in the back. No. So he has to keep repeating himself to get the words out because he gets excited.
The sentence mixed up.
It's called. So he said that about me, and but despite that, it's called. Anders, he managed to help me get a meeting with that Scarum, that little scumbag, at the Selk back cove. Selk back cove.
Selk bait back cove.
The Bat Cove. I'm going to the Bat Cove.
But I have a meeting with him.
I am Battery Man.
And where is this place again?
That place.
Oh, you're gonna meet him in that place.
Yes.
I can imagine there's just a bar around here named That Place. It's not very good.
And I really want to bring you guys along, first of all, because you'll probably ask better questions than me. Also, because Kern is an elf, and maybe, just maybe, he'll be easier on providing us information if only a half elf was there. Because that guy is a scumbag.
Interesting.
Well, that's the information I got. What about you guys?
Did you know she was a half elf?
No.
Okay, so for meta,
Up here, guys. Up here.
for meta, Undrin Drow, but I'm wearing a blindfold.
Oh yeah, you had to give. That's why you need to give that description. Let them understand why. He's true Trelawney, so he's from underground. So much so that the light of Nimbus is so bright that he puts on a blindfold just so he can see normally. 'Cause the lights are too
I
bright.
noticed that of you.
Yeah, nobody would have noticed if you didn't tell them. So it's important.
They're looking at my charismatic visage.
And I have an eye
Unleash
patch if y'all
the
want to know.
blind
I have one eye patch over the mark of my sword.
So yeah, so
One of the marks I have is my eye.
so that's one thing that Kern does every now and then. Wait a minute, this is what we're doing. We're talking to this person.
Oh, so you're now doing the blight that you're not. No, you're doing. You're now adding blinking in.
Just a smidge. Oh, it wasn't apparent before because of lack of talking.
So, about the rest of you, how about would y'all get?
Well, I had an interesting conversation with Felix, one of the foremen on the ground, or on the floor at the warehouse. So it turns out Prime Water is a pirate prince. So we're working with, or for a pirate prince.
That is not good. I don't like that.
And
Well, what do you expect? It sounds very shady.
You did say it was only to be one mission.
Very shady on how it's, light candles. Nothing is your responsibility, and get
A gold.
what? A gold out of this? 5 times the value of that?
speaking of that, lighting that candle, yeah, seems like people are in it for you. Felix mentioned that he wouldn't mind if you take a dirt nap.
Have you stopped playing that trick?
Oh, in Undrinland, that's actually a wonderful way to sleep deeply.
Gosh.
Because of that little stunt that big stunt that was pulled in the bar and you standing up and saluting.
News, that was no stunt. I'd like to salute.
I salute everything.
Yeah.
So we light that candle, we might not be coming back.
One conundrum. Interesting. So about that thief job.
Yeah. Already a bit too into this right now.
Yeah, I know. So
What do you want to do?
they just want us to
Oh,
do.
that's...
The room at the inn. They're knocking.
Don't.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Got the stuff.
What is
We know Dave.
Do we got the money?
It's just ready to ambush him.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Dave's
Open the door.
not here,
A
man.
halfling slips in. Just what the hell? Comes in, dust himself off.
Missed the best opportunity.
Great guys. Yeah, I know, totally.
Dave's not here, man.
So, which bed's mine?
The floor.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I'm the associate.
Oh, okay. See,
You're
it's
covering
just-
for me, right? You remember?
Well, yeah, but anybody can just come in and just say,
Yes,
Yeah,
but
no.
few of them are going to go around, I don't know, saying names like Prime Water.
okay, good point. Hey, I mean, you can't, or just any person could just come in and be like, hey,
Sure,
I'm
sure.
this person.
But sure, you mean like saying I'm the associate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody could have done that.
Yeah, that's very commonplace.
You guys looked.
Oh,
in the,
last time.
by the way, did you guys look in the dictionary? Because I think maybe all of your pictures might be in it.
For what?
That's worth a BP. For what? God, those guards are annoying.
Okay. It's called,
Where were you sneaking around then?
Why was I sneaking? That's what thieves are paid to do, especially when they're on the lam. Holy crap! You can't just walk in the front door of places.
And you're like,
As it is, I had to climb the second story to get in here.
You came in here on a sheep?
I'm just stroking my chin like a
Again.
thief.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking outside like,
You just now made the connection.
yeah.
Thief!
Is there an actual empty bed for him?
No.
Or is there no?
No, you guys didn't make any extra arrangements.
Nope.
you can sleep with that one.
He's sleeping on the floor.
Oh, dude, I don't have enough money for that.
He's sleeping on the floor, and there's no question about that. You can have.
I don't care. I just need it covered till tomorrow. The boat gets here.
Well, what?
I take one of the blankets from my bed. It's not much, but if you can use it for something.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Kern, why don't we go and have a drink?
Oh, there's nothing stealthy about that.
Yeah. Let's go have a drink.
Sure.
Good.
Okay.
Let's
So you guys go downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is the elf staying? Who is the halfling staying with?
Stay in your room.
Okay. It's called.
He's totally staying in the room. You guys could
Okay.
all leave. He's staying in the
Oh,
room.
I thought he was gonna be with us for the entire day.
Are you kidding? No, he told you. Somebody told you. An associate was going to spend the night with you.
Yeah. I think he
No
was gonna
questions asked, and now he's here.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna keep watching us.
No.
I don't
He's
expect-
not
No,
to
he
watch us.
watches
We're
while you
basically
sleep.
Yeah.
we're basically on an escort quest, kinda.
Oh, okay. It's called. Okay. It's called. Kern, let's go talk to that fudging Scarum, I guess. Called,
He's fudging.
yeah. I hate him.
Yeah, if you only knew he was talking to Gingerbread when he's talking about somebody being fudgy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should go talk to Scarum. And you as an elf will hopefully help me out with that.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a good one, but it's a plan.
Wait, go call Baird, can you? I'll stay behind here if you can, please.
What, are you afraid of stairs?
Yes, why not?
Okay, so the elf and the halfling left. Dave, the halfling, says, "So, understand you're now working for the boss?
Yep, seems like that.
Man, he's a fast mover. Can't believe he took you from a spotter to being a stool pigeon already."
What do you mean? Still
Well,
vision.
what I mean is you're sitting here blabbing to everybody about what the boss is going to be doing. Isn't that dangerous?
So I see you've been hearing.
I've been sitting outside the door with my ear to the door for the last 10 minutes. Nobody thought to check.
Snitches get stabbed.
Stab him now.
He says, "No, I understand you got a loyalist friend here, and you're trying to protect him, but really, why are you playing both sides?"
Cleaning my arrows, sharpening my knife.
Doing loyalist things, totally loyalist things. Definitely nothing
Doing my
else.
military training, making sure my tools and stuff is pure and clean.
What's your part in this whole adventure?
Oh, I happened to nearly get pinched taking the first shipment. Somebody didn't light the candles. Had to do it the old-fashioned way. Rather bloody mess, actually. We're just trying to hinder that dwarvish operation to slow down on the loyalist activity, because the more they invest financially in this damn dwarvish mining operation, the more loyalist soldiers will be called to the area. No offense.
Oh no, not taken.
Sharpen.
Doing loyalist things. 3 sharpens and a salute, loyalist things.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and take a bit of a shut-eye. That ship's going to come early in the morning, and I got to be able to get down there before it takes off.
Kill him right
All
now.
right.
We could kill him right now.
Crawls under the bed with one of the blankets. After a few minutes, you can hear him snoozing.
That's my alarm clock going off. Great.
Okay, so you guys have time to decide what you want to do because he's asleep now. You two make it down to the meetings place and Scarum sees you coming. There's a banner over the door that is the Solmore family crest
Okay.
and the 7 princes crests crisscrossed.
Okay.
As you approach, guy motions for you. Come on in. I see you brought a. Was that a spokesman?
He's my friend. He's a close friend.
You make a wisdom check.
Any kind of particular like insight or a save? Perception.
Go with insight. I don't think there is insight anymore. It's called perception.
No, there is perception and there is insight. Perception is more or less seeing, whereas insight is gleaning the intent.
Yeah, this is just perception.
Oh, perception, even better. Too bad the roll doesn't reflect better. 11.
There's something vaguely familiar about this person's. You can't really place it whether it's his natural grace or the facial bone structures. Now he's wearing a beanie covering his ears, which is kind of odd.
Totally odd.
What's that?
Totally odd.
You know, with the amount of light in the area, you still can see through it. We already
Yes,
determined that you
Yes,
can
I
still see.
know. Just going with the joke.
Yeah. You're Trelloran, right? We determined that you're Trelloran, not
I
Undead.
don't remember which one we.
Trellorans, the gray-skinned ones that are like albino type. As
I think you
compared-
said so.
Right, rather than Drow, which is the darker skin, because we wanted to go with this deep, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me restate that. You should have had that roll with advantage.
Well,
No, it should have been with advantage.
okay, 25.
Yes, this guy's Trelloran.
Ah!
Now his eyes seem to have acclimated, but he's hiding his ears, and yet he's making insults about the half elf.
Could you?
Well, yes, it's Trelloran custom. They rag on everyone else.
Right. So now you realize you're talking to one. So
Hello, neighbor.
It's
in Elvish,
Yes. So
he responds in Trelloran. Familiarity does not breed contempt; it breeds death. Why do you tread on my path?
I don't understand any of this.
I was brought here by a tart.
That's quite the way to refer to me.
Yeah. Tart of scorn, definitely. So,
I believe
speak.
that she has business here.
Speak.
I'm finishing the conversation. I was hoping you could provide me information about. I forgot his name. What's the name of the company again? God damn it.
Wasn't it Prime Water?
Yeah, Prime Water. Shit, I got it right.
For a second, I thought you were talking about Dave.
Yeah.
Why are we doing business with? Why are you asking about my business with Prime Water?
Because I have business with him as well, and well, I don't like jumping into jobs without knowing information about the person I'm working for.
So you come to me expecting me to give you the answers to how you're going to deal with another company?
Just useful information, not answers.
So you're asking me to give you information about the way I work with another organization?
Saw,
Oh.
you might want to offer something in return.
Ah, gosh, wait.
You've got no leverage for this.
Let's go.
You're just walking up to him and asking for information. Is there something you want to give in return?
Yeah. So, like I can
Show you the world.
No, God, no. But let's go.
A little piece of heaven.
Well, so it wouldn't be free, of course. I mean, just give me what you want, information. Just give me what you want, and I'll see if I can provide it.
That's not how this works. You came to me.
No.
What have you got that's worth selling me that might get me to give you information?
Let's go. I have the location of. I don't know if he wouldn't want that information. God damn it.
Do you talk to yourself a lot?
Yes, I do.
Sword says, "Shut up."
Yeah. Gosh dang it.
Can I kill him now? Swords.
Ah,
Is this the one?
not yet.
This isn't it yet. What?
No, not yet. Lord
What's not yet?
Sting. Nothing. No.
I was
Does
very
he have
skeptical.
dementia?
I was very skeptical coming down here, but now I'm glad I did. This is entertaining.
Well, I can. Oh, fucking hell. I'm just slowing down.
Don't worry. There's only 80 million people's eyes on you right now.
Oh, right. Isn't that quite a few? Let's go. Oh.
Maybe not yet. Maybe not right now. But in the years this video is going to be out there where people can see it.
That's when everybody's.
This will
entire
be
world-
the conversation about this is when the Carlos froze up.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
She wants some information,
And what are you offering to trade?
perhaps some coinage or a task in
Coinage?
or a favor.
A favor for us?
A favor that we can.
I've already
provide
asked
for
her
you.
for the favor, and she denied that. The favor would have been in order to save my charge's life, for this one to vanish and never return.
Her?
Of course. A female scorn? I represent a mortal who has many holdings. This is only a liability.
So you simply wish for this one to vanish, and we will get the information we seek.
That's easy enough. Sure.
Yes. So, go back to the inn.
No, it's like, that's.
Just trust me.
Oh my gosh.
He's going, but that's Solmer. Wait a minute, I can't see Solmer anymore?
No,
He's
no,
actually
just-
the one decent
No,
human being.
I'm
which is
literally
mad.
just telling you to go back to the inn.
Like, well, he spoke in Elvish, right? He's.
Yeah, we're speaking in Elder.
Yeah, so she understood what he said.
Yeah.
So he knows what he wants.
So,
Yes.
Like, God, this is
Just-
such a dilemma.
are you leaving?
Fine. Make sure he gives us correct information. Okay?
And we wanted what information in particular again?
We want as much information as possible about it's called prime water.
Okay.
As much information. And then put up my hands and leave.
Okay. As soon as she's out of sight,
Right.
ta-da! She has vanished.
Good. I have an opportunity for you to make that more permanent.
Permanency will be applied later down the road. You've seen how she communicates.
Yeah, if she comes in any time before that, your lives will be forfeit because anything I give you could come back on us, and so therefore that's my insurance policy. That one doesn't see Solmer again.
Salmer is this, from in meta, it's this.
Anders.
Salmer.
Anders Solmer. All right, so all I can tell you about Prime Water is that Prime Water has somewhat of a enduring fear of the ocean and does what he can to stand against the seven princes, even though he takes their money.
So he's against them, but still accepts money. and-
Well, he recognizes that they are the primary foil to keep him out of the hands of the Loyalists. So he's the ground side of the smuggling operation. Therefore, he's sympathetic to the non-loyalist cause. He wants the traditionalists to win in that arena, but he also doesn't like having to pay the taxes or deal with the oceanic guys. He'd rather just do it on the land if he could. Rumors are that he has some kind of an affiliation with a group on a larger scale known as A&A Shipping.
A&A.
Mm-hmm.
That's another old name.
Well, if you recall, the session apparently started in Selk and then we went to the mountain, so there's going to be a lot of overlap.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of old names drudged up until we get past.
Well, and they link together on purpose.
I just like pointing them out.
So,
Mhm.
right. So, he does utilize an ancient Trelorian greeting once he's out of earshot as well,
Mhm.
and says, "Are you here to become a member of the Brotherhood?" There aren't many of us. There aren't many of us among it, and the more of us there are, the more we can control the chaos that's about to be visited on the realm.
In meta, I'm drawing a blank. Do I know anything about the Brotherhood?
Well, you've heard rumors that there was a Trelorian fifth column, if you will, when the war broke out with the Undren, that was supportive of reaching out to the surface. They were known as the Scarlet Brotherhood.
Scarlet Brotherhood? And he's asking if I'm interested in joining now.
Yes.
Okay. What Brotherhood? I am unfamiliar.
In that case, it probably isn't time. We'll discuss this at a later point. If you're not familiar, I don't want to jeopardize your relationship with your friends.
I understand entirely. Secretive, hush hush, in the shadows, thieves can't.
That the thieves always can.
Exactly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say
All
no
right.
more, say no more.
So, so we agreed your friend will stay away from Anders, and you now have information to possibly implicate Prime Water if you can.
Yes.
Good.
I go for a handshake.
He definitely gives it to you.
Mm-hmm. Nice little sign of respect, and at the same time, if we're going to be stabbing each other, might as well do it while hands are holding
Right.
together.
Yeah. And he does as he holds your, as he's shaking your hand, he pulls you in a little bit closer and says, "Do not wait long if you wish to join the Brotherhood. They are not known for their patience."
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's done.
Yep.
Anything else before tomorrow?
I at least tell. I'm trying to remember your character's nickname, but I just keep calling you Saw because
Triton.
Triton. Okay. Well, your character's name is Teresa, right?
Yeah. Why were you calling me Saw?
Saw.
Last syllable instead of first syllable.
Teresa.
Oh, okay. That's Triton.
Again, I couldn't remember Triton, so I was just calling you
Real
Saw.
Saw.
It's called Saul.
What's Saw? What light through your window?
Nice.
But yes, I'm going to tell Saw over there, you're not allowed to go see Anders anymore, and you're not supposed to be seen by Sanders.
No, that's, of course, the only one decent guy in town, and I'm not allowed to see him. God damn it. And yes!
No, it's
Leave
totally,
the Colonel alone.
totally Romeo and Juliet forming here. I totally could see you still sneaking over to try to see him.
Yeah.
Leave the Colonel alone.
The Colonel.
Sanders.
Well, I can only promise that I'll do my
Solmar.
best.
Anders Solmar.
All right.
I-
Colonel Solomar.
I can only promise that I'll do my best to stay out of his way.
Right. So now you're back together again. Anything else?
Together.
Oh, you got a guy sleeping underneath the bed. What did you guys decide you want to do with?
Basically stab him this whole time.
I'm just sharpening my knife, and it's like, let's go outside.
Okay. You get it away from him so you can talk. Yep.
Just like shut the door and just kind of like keep walking
Is there like
downstairs.
a bar
Yeah.
downstairs?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much just
Are we
open?
alright?
Like an open area. It's not a bar, but yeah, it's a place, seating and all of that. So yeah.
We arrived back yet? Or?
You know
No.
it's gonna cause problems.
Remember, whenever you just had a scene,
Well,
it's usually time for them to get a season as well.
Okay.
Anime logic.
Yeah. Just both happen at the same time.
Oh, is that an actual thing? I never heard of that.
It's like, oh, this fight scenes happen, but you know, this one scene is just like, this is what's going on when this is all happening.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna be a problem.
Well,
So we can make it seem.
Go ahead and make perception checks. Both of you. No, just the two of them.
You're around the corner, coming back soon.
16.
I'm 5 blocks
You
away.
disappeared.
Okay. It dawns on you that Dave might actually be the thief that everybody's looking for. He just told you he stole stuff from a shipment,
and he did
And
say
he
he was
did-
a thief.
and he did say that he botched it.
Because somebody didn't light the candles.
I didn't trust
So on the
him.
other hand, he did give you a clue. So is it
Yeah.
worth sniping him because you could?
He's all like, I think that guy's a thief. I want that drink right there. Bottom shelf. Bottom shelf! God. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So we're gonna try to.
Well, here's the
Someone will
thing.
go to the guards and.
Well, is this a small town? And I want to turn around to see if I see the soldiers, like the Marine guys.
Yeah, you'd see a couple of the redcoats sitting over in the corner.
We can make them try to do it for us.
So we do it in the morning, or have them get him in the morning, so it's not.
He's in your room.
Make it seem like he just got caught.
But he also told you when he's leaving.
First thing in the morning.
Before the ship leaves. And
Yeah.
if the ship is
Before
the ship you
arrival.
already know that it's the dreadnought, then you know it's got to be before dawn. So you can pretty much figure out when he's going to leave.
Well, we can.
We could
like I
try to
said,
make arrangements with the guards now, or
That's true. Better keep our eyes open. For all we know, he's just saying he's sleeping, and all of a sudden he's just following us. Since I'm sure that you can. He blabbed everything out right in front of me. So, yeah. He wants to see.
He thinks you're in on it.
Yeah. So,
Nudge, nudge.
yeah.
well,
It's
for
just-
some reason, if this doesn't work, then on the way, something might happen to him.
Tragically, yes. But hopefully not by our. We'll find something else to do for us.
So what I got.
But by
from-
coincidence.
So what I got from Prime Water, is whoever lights that candle gets taken out.
Yeah, I thought of that too. I'm trying to think of solutions of how to solve that.
One way,
Wish we had someone who knew magic.
They don't know this information yet.
No, they know you're a warlock.
I'm trying to hide it.
You, as I said, you all as players have to know each other when
Yeah,
you start
we
a
all know each
campaign.
other.
Oh, okay.
You all have to know, and
I know
everybody
the
does.
dancing lights cantrip. That's it right now.
Okay.
because first we have to see
I was thinking
what
of going
occurs
with
when someone
Thaumaturgy.
Prestidigitation.
or prestidigitation. That's it.
Well, they both do it.
if someone lights a candle,
Fireballs get them all in a row.
what occurs, and then we try to recreate that with
Yeah.
our friend.
While we stay away, like at least 30 feet away, so like candles, thaumaturgy, or prestidigitation.
See what happens and try to recreate it on him.
Yeah. And while on the drive over there, let's see what's in the cargo. Because I don't just believe it's just tools. Maybe something else.
Well, I was gonna check beforehand, make sure what we're carrying is secure.
But I'm sure that they just want us to spot the cargo, not look what's in the cargo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the plan.
Because God only knows, it's like light the candles, someone can just light the candles and either we get shot down with arrows and all that other stuff, or something of... Meta, would TNT, dynamite, and all that other stuff be relevant in this world?
No.
Okay.
No black powder.
Well, there's black powder. But black powder actually is the magical substance on
The
necklace.
one that if it gets contact with their
No,
combustible-
it's different, but it's just know that black powder, the way you think of it, is not an explosive. There's no TNT, dynamite, hydrochloroquine, any of that kind of stuff. There are explosives, those are called magic missiles and fireballs. So
Okay. I was going with the mentality like full of TNT, someone likes a fire
yeah, I get you.
bolt and blows it up.
There could still be kerosene.
There are ways to cascade, but you guys aren't going to be able to find that for a while. Not in the
Okay.
story at this point.
Or, we could be hauling slaves without even knowing. Or, stuff like that. We just have to be extremely cautious. Oh boy.
All right, so
But let's...
about this time they come walking back in.
First her, then me after.
Mm-hmm.
I...
Give him a chance if he wants to say anything first before I
Where's
go there.
Corn?
He's right behind me.
No, you were told to leave. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Like,
Call me
he's...
Corn.
Corn. Kern.
Kurt.
It's fine if you call me Corn.
It's only part of Corn.
We've torn the corner. I mean, kerned the corner. Corn the here.
Darn the Colonel.
Yeah.
Blood for the blood god.
It's called...
Curry.
It's called...
Curdy
he's
flavor.
talking with the gosh darn elf, that Skirm, because he didn't want me to be around, unfortunately.
Scaramouche.
No.
Will you do the fun?
Did you find anything out?
I don't know. We'll find out when Kern returns, because Scarum wanted me gone while he spoke with Kern.
I'm gonna look behind me and see if our door is still shut.
Yep.
No Dave, just... or anything like that.
No.
So what's been going on with the that halfling over there? Does he cause any trouble?
Well,
He does have a name.
He's in the room by himself.
I don't give a shit about his name. Dave, halfling, it's all the same. I'm using my pent up
Wow.
racism.
Dave Halfling.
Dave halfling. So, has he caused any trouble? Been any trouble?
Well, they're not in the room.
Yeah.
They're downstairs. You're going,
Yeah.
wait a minute, we left Dave in the room by himself? With our stuff?
My
Wait,
stuff.
all of our stuff is there.
My
Maybe we should go
Yeah.
check over there. He's a thief,
Well, it would be kind of foolish for him to steal anything from us when we're right there.
Because the,
Right,
Well,
but
we're
now
not
you've stepped
there.
out.
because
We're
the
not
guards
right
will totally believe that Dave stole our stuff, man.
We're not there, and he might steal smaller things
go
that we
check on
that we
that.
won't notice.
Go check on Dave.
Ah, gosh, fine.
And while you're at it, make sure he's asleep.
I don't think so. Hopefully not. He's just a little halfling. You know what? Yeah, come on.
Sergeant, I'll go in.
We
We'll go
go.
upstairs.
Yeah, we go check on that Dave.
Okay. As you approach the door, you can hear this light, the light snoring coming from inside.
And open the door slowly. So, like, check. He's still asleep.
Yep, you see his big hairy feet sticking up from underneath one of the beds.
That's your bed.
That's not my bed. I ain't letting him near me. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I close the doors. Okay, he seems to be asleep.
He
Whose bed
seems to be
is he
trustworthy.
in?
Not mine. I can tell you that much. It ain't mine.
You walk back in and see him
Just
down the
be-
stairs.
It's not mine. That's all
Good
I'm
eve.
saying. I don't think we
Hey.
decided on bed, so I'm just saying it's not mine.
How's it going?
It's going. Not really in a good way.
Is
A
Dave
lot of
enjoying
things are
his
going on.
blanket?
Enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess he's enjoying his nap right now. The other two just went to go check up on him.
Oh,
Because
how nice.
someone was complaining about he could steal our stuff and all this other jazz and
Would it be quite foolish to tell us your name and then to steal from that person?
tell that person.
Okay, so he's snoozing away.
Yeah, it's called
It's under,
I'm like, check
under the
the
bed that was previously yours.
It's not gonna be mine anymore, though. I ain't
And you're sleeping on the floor too, then.
I'm sleeping on another bed. I'm taking somebody else's bed. I'm sleeping on that. That's out it.
Come on.
I don't trust that halfling.
So I'll go ahead and just kind of, not intently, but kind of look at my things, make sure everything's
Everything's
there.
fine.
With intent.
Check up on my items. There's nothing
Not
wrong.
intentional.
No,
not
matter of fact,
nothing
you're
obvious.
doing wrestling around up above his bed. You hear him kind of mumble a little bit, and as he rolls over, he grabs part of the edge of your cloak, curls it up next to his face.
I pull my cloak away. Just pull it right
No,
away.
what the, dude, I gotta get some sleep. The
Well, don't go-
ship's coming at 5:15 in the morning. This is ridiculous.
Don't grab my stuff. then,
Turn the
you
lights
bastard.
off. God,
Don't
I
grab
got
my
some sleep
stuff.
here.
Dang it. You leave then after that. You okay? Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's-
steal anything. Hopefully.
Actually,
Thanks. I didn't find anything missing.
for
You
the
didn't either?
Loyalists, is there
No, I'm
a
good.
curfew
Okay. We'll walk
and
back, I
lights out
guess.
time?
No.
I'm just curious if this one thinks there is.
To certain people, I guess. Some others not. I mean, if people work morning, night, and day, I'm sure there is no curfew.
True.
Okay, so you verified your stuff has not been stolen. And Dave called back deep for underneath your bed.
Come back. Gosh. Come back. It's like,
Mommy, there's a halfling under my bed.
Okay. Oh.
And his feet
No, there
smell.
isn't, Susie.
Yeah. Oh, I see that Kern's right. I was like, oh, Kern, what information did you get? What information
Wait,
did you
are, you came downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, came back.
Okay, okay. It's like, wait, we were just talking about information, and we have the guy in front of us.
Yeah, as he leaves, the door closes. David stick his head, crawl back at the edge and say, "She gone?"
Oh, I'm still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's asking you.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Gets out from underneath there, does stuff. Well, I guess I should probably get going. What is it? 5
No, it's still pretty.
before midnight.
Yeah.
Really? I'm a little nervous. Hope you don't mind. How long you known these other guys?
Quite a bit. Not too long.
Quite a bit, not too long. Sounds like about every relationship I ever had.
A little near, a little far.
I don't know how long we've known each other. Or
Oh.
this is our first ship. I don't think so.
Oh. You headed to the city?
No, we're heading to the dwarven mines.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know what the mission is. And he winks. Really big. Yeah, totally know what that is. Be careful with that. If you can get so you know your team, you'll be a lot better off. He says, I didn't, and all 3 of them are dead. So I'm hopefully going to catch this steamer and get out of here. And I guess I'll use the stairs. You be careful. And tell Gallon thank you for all the assistance he's given me, and perhaps you and I will do business one day.
Who's going?
He says, I'm Dave.
Okay.
Name's Davros. People call me Dave. Turns and walks out.
Come back. So, Kern, what information was provided to you?
So first and foremost, there's a reason why you cannot see him anymore.
Yeah, because he's a racist piece of shit. So I already got that.
No, it's his curse.
It's cursed now.
Yes, he's cursed.
Oh.
If he
like
falls
you
in
are.
love, he will die.
Well, that's quite something, isn't it? But it's a fairy tale now.
Life itself is a fairy tale.
There, you can say that all you want.
Yes, there's pirates on the sea, goblins in the ranges, and a lot of things going on. This is totally not a real life fairy tale.
God, it isn't.
We're friends with a human.
But anything else other than that? More information regarding the company we're working with?
Yes. A few things. Prime Water has a small fear of the ocean. Don't know why. It's just big and blue. Well, whatever color in John's world.
Big and red.
Big and red.
Oh, the oceans are about the color of the walls. That's something we haven't gone into for your benefit.
New players.
The sun here is actually a brown dwarf star. Looks like a dark version of Jupiter. So it's striped, and it's about the size of a saucer plate in the sky. So we're much closer to it. One rotation is 24 hours. One rotation around the planet is 30 days. So we're screaming around the gas giant. The gas giant's close enough that actually dragons live within the atmosphere of the gas giant, and on occasion will make a transit to Nikos for breeding purposes, and they leave their eggs here and then they fly back. The dragon eggs hatch here as prismatic dragons, which means they're gem colored. But as they grow, if they're interfered with or harmed, they're not able to make the leap back and become the prime colors, so they become chromatic dragons. If they are treated with particularly worshipful approaches, they end up being the metals, gold, silver, bronze, whatever, and they don't jump because they choose to because they like it here. So
think of them as large sea turtles. They just make their way to the ocean, not extinct.
But anyway, the oceans are the color of that, therefore, and the skies are mauve, kind of a purplish pale, like a pale reddish purple, like the roof of that, somewhere between the roof of the house and this. And they go to a fade, a lighter version. There are a considerable number of storms that brew around Nikos all the time. Some of them are static; they stay in the same place all the time. Those are not standard storms; they are temporal in nature. We'll go more into that when you actually have to get involved with them. But that is the basis of the physical appearance of the world, and rain and that inclement weather is just as normal as any place else. So the climate is much more towards the temperate zone. There's very few places where there's actual snow and ice, and when they're pink. So.
Primewater also has he wishes for the Traditionalists to come out victorious. He supports their cause.
Okay.
And he has ties to a shipping company called A&A.
I heard they're very big. A very big company.
It's true. They're global.
Anything else?
No, that was
Okay.
it.
So once Dave leaves, do you go get everybody else, or you just wait for them to come back?
I'm waiting for Dave to leave because
Okay.
he's going down the stairs.
Yeah.
Right?
He goes down the back stairs.
Yeah, I'll just wait for them to come back upstairs.
Okay.
Dave's not here, man.
Right.
Do they see Dave?
No.
No.
He
they
went
don't
down the
see-
back way. He came the front thing.
Okay.
Okay. Let's looking for
Anyway, you've been down there for a couple hours now, and you just. It's like, is he ever coming back? I don't know what's going on.
Well, once it's been a couple hours and all information has been exchanged,
Sure.
I head up.
Okay.
It's time for sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go up to sleep.
More than likely, even if you didn't intend to, you probably
Yeah.
already crashed by this point.
Well, actually, I'll wait for them to. Well,
It'd be 2 more hours. It'd
Yeah.
be almost 3 in the morning. So I figure even if you don't mean to, you're
they're
going
gonna
to drift
notice
off.
that Dave's not there for some reason.
No, they're going to see the blanket underneath the corner of the bed, and they're going to assume he's still there.
Yeah, she.
No, because he pulled himself up underneath, remember? So
Yep.
as long as they see part of the blanket, you won't even know that he's not there.
Yeah. So I don't sleep on top of that bed.
Or where are you going to sleep? Everybody else climbs into bed.
Just dang it. I'll sleep on the floor.
Okay. Because you sleep on the floor, you happen to turn and look, and there's no Dave under the bed.
Mother trucker!
Well, there goes your guys asleep as he starts shouting.
What the hell?
What is a trucker?
It's called, seems like Dave just left on us. He left without telling anybody.
So as I wake up, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Dave left.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's
Well,
not here.
I'll
Wait a
sleep
minute.
on the floor for no
Yeah,
reason, gosh
I
dang it.
don't.
So you're telling me that he's gone? How long ago was he gone?
Probably.
About 10 minutes after before he left, or 10 minutes after he
Yeah,
left.
pretty much.
It's about a few
That's 2
hours
hours.
then. More than a few hours.
Okay.
So we don't
So-
have to worry about Dave anymore.
The downside is you only get a short rest instead of a long rest because you stayed up too late.
Yeah.
But nobody used any spells, so you should still be okay. Should
Yeah.
still be okay.
I didn't try to battle the fucking.
So how
No.
much time do we have left until we got to go there?
Well, 4 hours. You're leaving at dawn. Leaving right around dawn. Remember?
Right.
Oh, good. I can trance.
Go to sleep.
I can trance instead of sleep.
Alrighty. So,
Take my nap. Go. You always.
head down to the warehouse for the departure. You see they got the wagons all loaded up, tarps pulled over them, all secured. What's really weird is that they secured them with basically padlocks at every one of the connectors. Instead of standard just a lashing through, they've actually tied the tarp down with individual locks at each one of the grommets.
Nice.
Man, that's quite the security.
Yep.
It's a security
I
target
have
blanket.
nothing that can even.
That's-
Teresa, do you have anything?
I just got navigator tools. That's all.
No, do you have anything like an Arcana check or not Arcana check, but something in your bag of magic?
When you're walking downstairs,
You know
a
magic,
voice
right?
goes, Lady Teresa,
Oh,
less than 6 hours.
I don't get. Shush. I will.
You promised.
Don't worry. It will be shortly. Okay. I should have killed that gosh darn happening. And I planned on doing that, by the way.
Yes, you should.
God.
The sword is saying.
Just wanted a taste. That's all.
Gosh dang. If I hadn't spent time talking with y'all, gosh dang it. Oh, well, whatever.
Don't blame us for your actions.
I will. Well,
I'll go ahead and just kind of inspect, like, check everything's tied down.
Felix comes down and says, "Yeah, that's right. Definitely show an interest in the load. That's a really wise thing to do. It's really good. All of y'all should really make great pains to take it. Make sure you show your attention to the details in this trip."
We will. This is like. Oh man.
Is there anything else I can check to see if it's anything odd about the cargo, or at least
Okay,
How
the
the
fact that we
wagons-
used a whole bunch of padlocks to
Yeah.
lock it down, that's kind of different.
Other
The
than that.
drivers for the wagons are all dwarves. That also kind of is an odd thing.
I might have to kill one of them if I don't find a bandit soon.
Would the dwarves and all that have keys to these things, or they're going to that point to just drop everything off and someone else has the copy of the key somewhere else?
You're not certain. You'd have to, if you start asking around, then basically you'll get the who's asking speech. You know, it's
Who wants to know?
none your business. You're an outrider and a guard. That's your job.
That's it.
And it is pretty apparent, though, that the locks were locked by Felix. And that was not. That there's none of the dwarves have access to unlock whatever it is.
Alright.
Go ahead and make a perception check, everybody. The DC 16.
Nat 20,
17.
24.
19.
24.
Well, I didn't surprise anybody. None of the dwarves are mountain dwarves.
What?
The mining people, including copper locks that you talked to, were all grim. These drivers are grund. These are a different breed of dwarf. They aren't even associated with the underground at all. Matter of fact, they live in towns with people. They don't like to go into the Everdark.
Oh, suspicious.
Like,
Their hands are clean.
like hillbillies. Kind of.
Yeah, on Nikos, they're
Okay.
grim and grund.
Mm-hmm.
So the grund are the surface dwellers.
Okay. So they're clean.
They're still architects, but they built above ground.
A little too clean.
It's clean. Too clean. Anyways.
It's okay.
Okay, so you're underway, traveling up towards the pass. You're more than welcome to make small talk with the drivers or the other guards. None of the guards wear any particular livery, and there don't appear to be any active members of the militia involved. So there's no red uniforms anywhere to be seen or anything like that.
So other than us four,
There's 4 more.
there's 4 more guards. Okay.
So I just keep to myself. I'm still mourning the loss of not being able to talk to my Anders, whose name I have to check. Yeah.
The curse will take him if you do.
Oh, how tragic. Truly a sad
Alright,
moment
so-
for me.
Traveling up the pass, somebody roll me a 6-sided dice.
Okay.
Okay.
3.
Okay, as you're heading up the roadway, there along the side of the road is a small cart. It has all kinds of pots and pans and such hanging from it, and there's a greasy looking halfling kind of a fella motioning to you guys as you ride past him.
Does he look like
The other guards don't even give him their mind, but there's as it passes by, you have a chance to interact with him if you want. He goes, "Come one, come all, learn the power of the Tet."
Does he look like a halfling that's been living under someone's bed for a night?
Good thought. No, that one made it to his boat.
I'm contemplating whether or not to use him as the knife's spoon, as the sword's spoon.
Hey,
Lord.
perhaps
You
there's
do
something
not
about
do
that
notice in
needs to
part
be
of his
checked
call, he
That card.
announces the sale of candles.
Ooh,
out. Well, he appears to be
That's-
selling candles.
I say we buy some. I think that's where we need to get them.
And maybe we should have asked if they actually have the candles for us.
They do. You would have thought to ask that.
Yeah.
Between Baird and Lucius, both of you would have had the presence of mind to ask whether or not the candles were prepared, and the candles are on board.
Okay.
How much is
Whenever you get a chance to see them, and they're basically 2-inch round single wick candles about that tall.
Okay.
In which case, we don't need his candles. Nice.
I say just pass him by. I mean,
Yeah.
unless everybody needs to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna ignore those hooks right now, sir.
Okay.
Oh yes, it's totally a hook.
Yeah.
As you pass by the little.
Candle
I'm
garden.
trying to think what you call. There's a term for a guy who fixes pots.
Pop fixer.
No, there's a term for. I
I
can't
know there's a
think
term for a style of pot fixing for ceramic ones. But I'm trying. I can't
No, there's a
remember
specific term for somebody who, it's the kind of, maybe it is just a tinker, but there's a term for it. Anyway, he motions several times to you, tries to draw your attention, but when you go past him, you hear him turn and just start to insult the train as well, basically calling down curses upon it.
Am I an angry little fellow?
Oh, he didn't make. He
Any-
thought he'd
any
make
kind
money
of
selling to the caravan as it goes by, and the caravan ignored him. So he's like, "Screw you."
I wasn't sure. I was going to ask, is there any in particular that stand out amongst the rest?
Yeah.
Particular cutting words or vicious mockeries in there.
Yeah, he's secretly an assassin.
All right.
You never know.
Could be a possibility.
So you make it you're going up through the pass. Rain starts to fall. It's a little misty out. When you get to the place that the encampment is going to be, the rain has stopped, but the ground is covered with dew and moisture. And the guy breaks out the candles. Says, "Okay." He says, "The other 4 don't know about this. Make sure you call them over close by, because these things only have about a 30-foot range. Understand?"
Yeah.
Right, make sure you light at least 2 on each side. We're counting on you guys.
Okay.
This is who's telling us? The dwarves?
The lead dwarf.
Okay.
I'm still unsure about this. Gosh dang it.
Okay, so it's now or never.
Yeah, it's do or die.
What are we
So
doing?
The stopover, we're at.
We're near Point's Edge. There is a large building on the right-hand side, horrible condition, windows broken out, shutters hanging loose. There's birds flying in and out of the windows, so it's like the place is like broken down.
I think that's the building we're looking for.
Yeah, that's Point's Edge. I need one of those guards to come with me so I could kill them. Because I am running out of time. How much time do I have with that hexblade? About 2 hours, an hour?
Oh, you've already passed it.
Oh god, he's gonna murder me. Oh no.
Oh no, worse. No, worse. Actually, good point. Since we are now in evening, you are. How many hit points do you have total?
10.
You're 8. You're down 8 hit points.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so I'm at 2 HP.
You're at 2 hit points right now. You've been getting. You feel the pain because the sword is actually eating your soul.
Okay.
Oh, the pain of it all.
Yeah, it's called. Can you guys help me lure one of those guards away? My knife is gonna kill me. My sword is gonna kill me.
The curse has claimed another.
I could use some help.
You know, light the candles.
Point edge.
What?
He's
Yeah.
pointing at Point's Edge.
Yeah, I can't kill one of them one-on-one. Do you see me in my condition?
The sword says, "O ye of little faith, just give me a chance. Pull me. Let's do this.
I can do it, boss. I can do it.
You have no idea what I'm capable of."
So could one of you help me take one of them
Okay,
out?
Scrappy dude, you need to calm down.
Yeah. Could one of you guys help me get rid of one of them?
How well
Probably.
are you at sneaking?
I do
I'm fairly decent at it.
investigation.
Dwarves are motioning the candles. Come on, light the candles. Light the candles. Light the
Yeah, I'm
candles.
fairly decent at stealth too. +2. I say we bring one
I
of the
do
guards.
an investigation around the area
Good choice. Make your investigation check.
because the elf or the halfling was saying that this job happened before and he ran away.
Right.
Can I give
Maybe
you
there's
help
an
action? I was gonna say before you roll, can I give the help action to help you
Sure.
So
check out the brush a bit, see if there's any natural
15.
hiding places?
Yes. As you happen to turn and look, there are probably 20 guys on this in the shadows right there. It's like they're motioning at you, like, do it.
Wow,
I need
so
some.
many guys. in the
I need a
shadows.
soul. Gosh
So
dang.
weird.
It's so weird.
Do you have
It's pretty
Okay,
easy.
I'll let you.
This
My
is
friend. Today is your lucky day. Seeing those shadows over there? There's 20 guys.
You're gonna get me killed.
Not necessarily. They're
You lose another hit point.
Gosh. Okay.
Do it.
Fine. It's called. It's called Lucius. Come help me get rid of one.
Are you
guard.
gonna light
We
the
have to get
candles
rid
or
of-
not? Have we decided we're not lighting the candles?
Help me get rid of a guard.
3,
or I'm gonna die.
so we're gonna
Candles?
me and him.
Well,
Are charging
take
the
one
darkness.
Let's
guy.
light a candle.
No,
We're
we're
taking
gonna.
one of
one
them
candle.
into.
Oh, you're trying to pull one of the guards?
Yes.
Mention now.
all right, I'm gonna light one candle.
Okay.
There was a pause.
No, I just had to think about it. So as you two grab one guy, say, "Hey, come with us." At that instant, he lights the candle. When he lights the candle, the entire area is instantaneously filled with a cloud of fog, just instantaneously.
Okay.
And you are how many hit points do you have?
I have 20.
Okay. So out of 8d8, got to do the dice rolling here.
Wait, I'm gonna take 88 of damage.
No, there's going to be 8d8 of sleep that triggers,
Well,
which means you are going to go down. That's when I told you the problem. The problem was that if you lit the candle, you're going down. It's because it's a sleep spell that centers on that spot.
It's a good thing we have 2 elves here.
uh-huh.
Sleep doesn't work on us.
Yeah, we're great.
Unless this is
Wait, doesn't it
a
go for
poison.
the people with the
12, 13,
less amount of HP?
Yeah,
16,
that's how sleep
17,
goes.
18, 19, 20.
So it starts
But you're at the
with
center
first.
point.
But it, yeah.
But
because
it
it's
goes
centered
from
on
the
you.
center point out. And you are with the only one within 30 feet that actually the only one that's going to go down before you is him.
But I'm.
This is at 1 hit point.
But since I'm immune to sleep,
You're immune to magical sleep, so the question is
It's
this
not
magical?
immune. It's not immune. You're resistant to sleep.
in which
aren't
case
you?
I'm just gonna die.
Fey ancestry is actually cannot be put magically to sleep. Advantage against charm.
Oh, okay.
But the question is this poison? Because if this is poison, it's not magical.
No, it's
and it
no,
does-
it's magic.
Okay, I'm okay.
It's a magical effect
Got it.
I'm
triggered
okay.
by the lighting of the candle.
I'm okay then.
So yeah, so you go down, and a couple of the other guards will go down. You guys are taking out the other guards, so make your attack.
Okay. I'm gonna go for with my long sword. That's
Of course you're going. No, you can't go with anything else.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
What's another
Sorry.
weapon?
Okay, that's it's called 18.
Here, to make this a little easier on you, why don't you just give those extra weapons to me?
Indeed.
Okay. You hit the guy. Okay. So you stab the guy with your sword. Immediately you have all of your hit points back. But you feel all of his memories slide through you.
Oh no.
So you feel his soul being ripped from his body by your blade, bathing you in the wonderful feeling of essence and life. But you also get the flashes of his memory, the fact that he had a
I
wife.
saw him nude.
No, all I can
And
imagine is...
and the fact that you see his young wife, who is now a widow, and his child that now is fatherless.
God damn it.
Daddy, hello, Mary. Ah.
Man.
Congratulations, everyone you killed. You are now partly related to.
Not only that, but as he falls, you see it's literally drained his essence out of him, and so his body looks like a mummified husk. You realize that when this weapon works, there's no way you can hide that you did it.
Yeah.
But does he get more life back from it?
He got back all of the points that he lost.
Not always like
So you drained his essence.
He did. It's a Gelfling sword. What can I say?
It's a Skeksis sword.
Skeksis sword.
Do I know his name?
Trial by stone! Actually, not only do you know his name, but you also, for an instant, you don't get to maintain it, but you heard his name, but you also felt his true name pass through you. Because you burned him out of this existence.
Yeah. Well, this has been the single.
No, you don't get it. The sword says, "That's one. Let's move."
Oh my fucking gosh. This is gonna be horrifying. Well, this is a job now. We have to get rid of the other
So
ones.
you pull out your weapon to also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just saw what happened.
Yeah.
And you see this glare in his eyes, and he looks past you. He's looking past you at the last of the dwarvish, at the last of the guards. The guard is running.
We have to go kill him. We can't let him find out. We activate the
Wakey.
candles near him.
Dave's stealing your gold.
Wait, you're not immune.
I'll pull my crossbow and go ahead and try to shoot him.
Is that the one he's going after?
Yeah, the one
Okay.
that's running away.
Sure, go ahead. Roll for that.
19.
So what are you doing, Kern, when he goes down? You just
I'm waking him up.
oh, he can't wake.
Oh, he...
Magic.
Well, I'm trying. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's what I
that.
said. Yeah,
For a
yeah,
turn, I don't
yeah.
know that. I'm literally even just going, Dave's here to steal your gold.
Yeah.
They fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, and about this time, the 20 guys come running out. They're basically pushing hand carts, and they come over and start unlocking all the padlocks.
Yeah.
The Judean People's Front.
It's called I. God.
Okay.
They go, "You got this, right?"
Yeah.
Yes, we think so.
What'd you roll to hit?
Oh, 19.
Oh yeah, you shot him. Roll damage.
5.
Plus that includes your modifiers.
Yes.
Okay. He screams. He goes, "Not again! Not again!" And starts running down the road back towards town.
I start running after him as well.
Yep.
He died once?
Is he within range for a dagger? For me to throw a dagger at him?
Being attacked, remember?
Your
Dave
sword
was on the
says
previous
no.
one.
You're not. No, that's not how this works.
Fine, I guess. It's called It's called, is he within 30 feet?
No, because you use bonus dash to catch him. So this
Okay.
round you won't be able to
Okay, I
do anything
bonus
other
dash
than
to catch
chase
him.
him. So now you're catching up with him. The next round you'll be able to attack him. But while you're running, they're now flipping the tarps back and starting to load the stuff from inside the boxes into smaller boxes on the hand carts. Very matter of fact about it. One of them says, "You got this? You okay with this?"
One of the cart goers?
Yeah.
Do I see them by any chance? Get any details on?
Yeah, they're swarthy looking, rather tough looking. You would definitely tell that they were wearing the earrings and markings of rogues, possibly of a nautical background because of their clothing. Their motions and such suggest pirates, brigands, that kind of thing. But they're working relatively quickly to pull the stuff out. And what you do notice is that what they're pulling out of the boxes are small boxes 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot that are shaped like crates with the silvery material inside of them. And go ahead and make a perception chest for more.
Is it just him?
Just him. You're busy trying to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Here, let me go. That's gonna be a 23.
Don't make this any more difficult.
Labeled on the side of it, NASA.
Nassau?
Yes.
The great missing colony of Nassau.
That's all.
Nassau.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. It's called Oh, my figure. No.
Nassau.
It's 21.
That's the
It's
joke.
called.
Oh, yeah, you hit him,
It's called
and he failed his saving throw, so he also twists his back twists. You get a +8 additional temporary hit points. You feel his soul rip through his body. You see his mother and his grandmother basically standing beside the graves as
You deserve to be hit.
drain this person's essence as well.
Gosh, dang it.
Drain
And his
essence.
grandma. No, grandmas are my weakness.
Also, the back of your hand starts to feel searing pain, and you see 2 slash marks.
Oh gosh, he's marking the kills, isn't he? Gosh dang it. Okay, is that enough now, Lord?
Go ahead and make a con save.
Oh no. Oh, look at that.
Oh no! We have so much work to do.
Oh gosh.
And you turn and you look at the
There's much
and
work
you look
to
at the
do.
brigands.
Oh god.
See, the brigands are your party members.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the brigands, I guess.
That's it. So they're working. So you're going to come back towards them. So they're not going to think about that at first because naturally.
Wait, aren't the other guards knocked out though? The sleeping ones?
Yes, they're sleeping.
Could I kill them? Do they have to be alive?
My God.
Oh, your blade goes even better. Innocence. That's even more fun.
I'd rather not mess with the ones that are on my side for right now. Unfortunately.
He's
So your
totally-
character would
he's
totally
so-
kill the sleeping orphans.
so into
guards.
so into killing. This is great.
Yeah.
So he walks over. Now you see the second husk fall,
Yeah.
and you see him turn, wipe the blade, and start walking towards the two downed sleepers.
Yeah.
There's actually technically 3 down sleepers since he's also down.
Yeah. So I guess I tried to kill one of the
I
guards.
pretty much yell, "What are you doing?"
You see him walking
Do
towards.
we know about his blade?
No, he wouldn't even been able to tell. He couldn't be able to articulate
Up
because
to
he
this
never
point,
used
he
it.
never really,
He didn't know what he he talked to it. It's a little weird. He talked to his blade, but you never saw this. Oh, and make a wisdom save also.
Is this versus charm?
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, that's good because what happened is you had the great desire to lick the blade.
Oh god.
Remember, I told you the sword licks their souls.
Yeah.
You wanted to lick the blade. You were like,
That's like when you're licking the cake pan
Yeah,
at the end of
exactly.
making it.
but you see him. He's clearly walking towards the downed figures.
Yeah.
You can try to interpose and try to reason with him if you want.
We do not
so
kill
much
those
going
who
on
cannot
right now.
fight
that?
back.
There's so much going on right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of like I shot the last guy.
Right.
I see this guy going.
Are you going to shoot the last? Yeah. Well, you shot
Yeah.
the one he just drained.
Yeah, and then he's walking towards the other. It's kind of difficult.
Well, let's put it a slightly different way. Is what he did okay with you?
Are you okay with him?
Draining.
Going
Clearly,
around
clearly he's
stabbing
doing something
people.
mystical to them.
A series of bad rolls will make me feel a big bad in the end.
For your more theatrical purposes, when he hits, the blade emits a reddish ray that encompasses them and then sucks itself back into the blade. And when it does, they turn into
Mostly
husks.
through the eyes that they can't turn away. It's almost hypnotic.
Oh my god.
Well, in essence, my background has to do with what I recognize what it is.
He's doing something pretty much
very-
monstrous.
Yeah,
You could argue it's evil.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you've got to at
Which
least try and
magic
stop
or
him.
So the
something.
question is,
So
argue
So yeah, I'll
against this.
interpose and
Okay,
just
so
like,
when you do that, you get another saving throw, this time with advantage because he's basically talking to you.
That's, okay, that's a 10.
Well, roll it twice and take the highest roll.
Okay, 14 and which is it? Constitution?
Yep.
16.
Okay, so you actually physically have to respond. So when he stops you, you literally are like It's like this. It's that weird, creepy. He shakes faster than he should be able to shake as he comes out of it.
Ah! God damn.
And when you wipe your hands like that, it's all the blood on them is on your face now.
Oh gosh, that's gross. Oh god, damn it. Fucking hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. It says.
Exactly where I said
It's all those three things.
Okay.
Does your blade appear,
It's
or is it on you?
It's
Like
on him.
It's
It's
on
on him.
me.
It's a physical
So,
weapon.
Okay, so quick note. Olivia's been following your story. She hasn't realized yet this is not your previous character.
Oh.
So this character Triton is not these cute little Southern belle that last time was just playing. In this case, she's a bloodthirsty killing machine, servant of a evil sword.
Yeah.
The character is actually a warlock who made a pact with a weapon called Lord Sting, and Lord Sting has been promised souls. She withheld. Triton did not do what she promised, and so the sword is making her pay by making her enjoy it.
Gosh.
And this is not Bork.
And this is not Vork.
Yeah.
Kern.
Yeah.
Yes. So and Baird's the only one that's stable here.
Yeah.
Kern with an E.
And of course, the new player, Fernando's playing Lucius Kane, who's just saved potentially 2 other people from
Yeah.
their fate worse
Dying
than
in their
death.
sleep.
Oh man. Oh.
And you're seeing like the blood all over her face. And
I'll go ahead and restrain him and put manacles on him.
Wait.
Yeah, man.
Careful on that. You have
Yeah.
manic-
Yeah,
yeah, he's a monster hunter, so yes, he has
You got blood on your
I
face?
have a monster.
Yeah.
hunter
You're
pack.
asleep.
You big disgrace.
On,
God.
the
Kicking his
Christmas
can
ride.
all over the
Haunted
place.
Yeah.
I'm the haunted one.
You got the Monster Hunter pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, I have that background,
Until wait.
so I know
Wait.
to an extent.
So what's your
You help me
got
out.
the quarter trinket?
I didn't really get one.
You help me
They're
out
all
right
fun.
now,
They're
Lucius.
all fun. Because they all involve.
Yeah, they thought you were in some kind of horrible.
Yeah.
Olivia thought you were in some kind of a horrible curse. Like, what did you do to her?
Well, she does have a horrible curse. Her beloved can't see her anymore.
Yeah.
Newly discovered
Not
blood.
until you kill
When
the
I
man.
see Lucius take out his chains, like, wait. You help me out of that, okay? I was in a trance because God damn stupid.
As the guards
I do
finish,
not
as
wait.
the people finish unloading whatever it is they're loading, they
strength
do
check, I
put
don't know.
other stuff back,
Oh,
which
okay.
looks like dwarvish weapons, dwarvish tools. They actually see them putting axes and
A couple
such.
pots and pans, a big thing of candles.
No, pickaxes, drills, hammers, that kind of stuff that you would use in a mining operation. There's a reason why it had to be stolen last week, so it could be fulfilled this time, so they can steal stuff they really wanted.
Well, I'm trying to struggle against him, trying to restrain me with the.
Resist.
Okay,
resist.
yeah, you're no longer desirous of the blood. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, you are feeling already the guilt of what you did
Yeah.
because you're seeing the little children and
The
the
madness
orphans.
is
and-
washed away.
Yes.
I just sit down on the ground
And rock.
and contemplate.
I
Okay,
have so
yeah,
many children.
Manacles are on you,
Yeah, let's go.
and
Could you at least wash my face, please?
And you wash my face.
It's
Well,
got
he has
blood
me
kicked on
restrained.
it.
Yeah, it's like
No,
I
I'm just
don't-
laughing at kid.
I
You
don't-
wash my face.
Yeah.
Has to. His hands are manacle.
yeah. So, can you wash my face, Lucius? I don't want to be covered in the blood of the innocents right now.
I don't want to be in the blood of the innocent.
Right now. It was fun earlier.
I'll pretty
We were
much,
all having a
yeah,
good
I'll get my
time.
wineskin and just put water over his face.
I feel better now. Well,
All right, now you're
not
gonna
morally,
wake
but
up.
physically.
Whack. What happened? Why is she covered in blood? Or is that strawberry jam?
No, he already wiped me off.
Okay, wiped you off. Sounds a little disturbing.
That's gross. But yeah, he cleaned
There's
my
still
Why
blood
are
on
you
your clothes.
shackled?
Yeah,
And it's going to be all over your clothes.
yeah.
Why are you covered in blood and shackled?
There's
I've been
one
compelled
large
to sin.
palm-shaped bruise
Severely.
right here. See,
Little
is there
warm.
something on my
Right hip.
face? It kind of hurts. Not here, but right here.
I'm just,
Probably
I'm
hit the
just sitting
floor
there
pretty
restrained.
bad.
Are the
Yes.
pirates cleared out?
Pirates are cleared out. There's just the 4 of you and the
And
dwarves.
The dwarves.
And the dwarves are like, are we going to get moving?
And the other guards, are they waking up too, or are they just asleep?
Are there guards?
Yeah.
You killed 3 of them.
There's one of them alive.
Isn't one of them sleeping?
One of them still
Oh,
asleep.
okay.
God.
Not everyone.
I
The
pick
dwarves are pointing at the last one and going,
Don't let me do it. It will not
I
end
pick
well.
him up.
"What are you gonna do with him?
He's asleep, right?
He's a guard.
We have to get rid of him.
He lit a candle and put them all down.
Kern, you have to get rid of them.
There has to be survivors to spread the legend.
That's you guys.
Survivors, not cohorts.
No, you're not getting it." The last one starts to wake up. But the... What are you doing? Let me down.
You're back to normal.
What the... Reaches for his weapon. What the hell are you guys doing?
It's defending off the enemy.
Damn sorcerers put me to sleep. They put us all to sleep.
But
They killed so many.
where's the guards? Oh,
They killed the others.
good God, what happened to them?
They killed the others.
The bandits.
Foul.
Foul
a thing
black
on-
magics.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, what... They were my friends. I don't even know who you guys are. I mean, you got hired for the job, same job we did, but good Lord.
We tried, but
What's
Alas,
his name? I would know
we
his
were
name
out.
from their memories of their friends. So it's like, I think I would.
Oh, okay, that's really discovery. Okay, yes, you know his name is Chance.
Chance. Okay, I'm gonna talk to him. Like, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we're not very close to you, are we, Chance? Gosh dang.
You know my name?
Oh shit. Yes. We have.
You're working for him, aren't you?
No, we're not.
You are.
Who are we?
She
With
likes
no-
to learn the names of potential suitors as fast as possible.
I find as much information as possible. about the people I work with.
He starts backing into the forest.
Who are we working for? Who do you think we're working for?
Don't.
The collector.
I don't know who that is.
You're certainly working on the collector. As it's backing into the forest. I've got to tell someone.
I don't know. I feel it would have been good.
And he turns and runs.
And I assume there's a few people in the forest
Well, he gets a few paces into the forest.
before
Then
whack
you
thunder.
hear the thwipping of a bunch of arrows.
Oh man. Like, well, at least he's dead now.
I tried to
And,
save
you,
his
and,
life,
you,
but
and,
he is
and after,
free to
after a few minutes, they
reject
go, "It's done. Move along.
it. Nothing to see here.
Follow. No. Keep to the plan.
Oh no.
This one's on you," they say.
Yeah. He was a good fellow. They were all good fellows. Fortunately.
Are we the bad guys?
Oh, I'm definitely the bad guy. Straight up, if I get bad rolls, there's a
Vampire
possibility
here.
I can be.
The one with the cursed blade is the bad guy here.
I admit,
Sucking the blood of the innocent.
I didn't.
Kern has a small set
that
of
was only their
rules.
soul.
One of the rules is you do not attack those that are unable to defend themselves, whether they be asleep or
Oh boy!
disarmed.
No.
You'll have a long talk now.
Is this work?
It's pretty much if they're armed, then it's perfectly fine. It's just if they're asleep, you can't do anything to them then. Would you want someone coming into your room at night and slitting your throat?
I wouldn't want anybody to attack me, even when I'm wearing full
Where are
armor.
you coming at in my house?
Oh no.
You can't
So-
win every battle. You might as well pick the ones that you want to.
I stand up after contemplating my life,
I guess
my
we
choices,
just keep going.
the decisions that
Yeah,
cost
we
me to
gotta
make a
finish
pact
the
with
mission.
this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let's
oh
go,
well.
I guess.
Whenever you feel
Yeah,
ready
well-
to take me off the shackles, you can do so.
No,
I
that's
won't.
gonna stay on you for now.
Yes, I understand.
So you explain yourself. So on the way.
So explain.
Need
fine.
another bath.
Let's go. Well,
Or cat calls. for
what do they
in
know?
the
I was a
future.
former pirate, a former private pirate.
Private pirate.
Yeah. What do they know that?
They know that your brother was in the trade.
Okay, let's go. Well,
They kept trying to talk you out of it, but he kept drawing you into missions and things like that. Remember, he was operating as a privateer, not as
Yeah.
an actual pirate, so it was borderline. But mainly you were doing operations that was stealing money from the Seven Princes.
so
So if you're stealing from thieves, is that really bad?
it's not. I don't think so, honestly. It's called Well, do you guys recall how my brother? He's a privateer, right?
you've
Well,
mentioned.
Yes, well, that piece of shit. My first curse.
No, first unintentional ones.
It's called he tried to leave me with some other fellas to provide services.
What kind of services?
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder you, Kern, right now. If I was unrestrained, I would be murdering you right now.
Continue.
Okay, it's called.
Actually,
Well.
you hear the weapon that your sword will say, "Nah, I'm sated for now.
Good. What's called?
I'm not getting you any more help."
Oh. What's called?
Never mind.
Never mind. Well, it's called. I, in my foolishness, in my ignorance, in order to get revenge, I decided to make a pact with a hex blade. Would I know that as a hex blade? That's the term for it, right? So I would use.
Well,
Just saying.
yeah, it's fine to say that. You just say you made a deal with Lord Sting,
Okay. I made a deal with Lord Sting.
and you motioned your blade.
With my captain, with my sword here, and in order for me to keep the deal, he needs to consume the souls of others.
You guys all go. Eating souls, that's evil. It really is. You just defined
Yes.
evil.
Well, I did not want to kill the guards. It was only out of self-preservation.
Hubris and lying.
Self-preservation.
Hubris and lies.
Yeah, shut up. It's called self-preservation because I wanted to take this job because I wanted to take the life of a
You
bandit.
promised.
Of a bandit.
You promised.
Because those people
We
are
don't
bad.
hear any of this,
No.
right?
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Shush, please.
No,
I want
tell him the truth. You didn't keep your promise.
I promised the blade I would give it a soul. I hope.
Why would you promise a cursed item to kill people?
Because I am a hunter of bandits. I intended to take the souls of those who take the lives of other people without remorse.
You have
I
damned
plan-
yourself.
And
Yes,
you
I
just
have.
and you just killed good people.
And I just killed good people, and that.
But there
is-
were bandits within feet of you.
Which because that would have been me against the gold army. It's called. That's why I wanted to take the job, where we. That's why I wanted to kill that little thief, by the way.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to kill Dave.
Because he would have been a criminal while these guards were not.
So did Dave truly leave the room?
Yeah.
Oh, good point. They don't have to trust you now.
Well, no, but he saw him leave.
He
so-
He saw
saw
him fall asleep. He saw him leave.
No, he saw him leave. Yeah,
But he also saw you leave
yeah.
before.
But then they would
You
know
could
that I was
have
there with
been
them.
waiting down the staircase.
Then they would know that I was with them, so they would just have to cross
yes,
information, and they
yes.
would know I didn't do it.
Where did you find the blade?
It's called. Good point. Where did I find this?
Did you find the
Wow,
blade?
that's a
or did
wonderful
the-
island.
No,
Good point. Where did I
in,
find it?
in his rage against his brother, he made a deal with a voice in the
Yeah.
darkness. He didn't know what it was, but the voice in the darkness said, "I will give you what you want." And when he woke up in the morning, the sword was on his hip.
It's called. The original intention for this sword was never to kill innocent people. I know. I'm covered in blood. It's called, but it was to kill my
They
brother.
they taste so much better.
Shush.
Well, okay.
So,
Today-
for you, your sword, and you as well, we do not slay those who cannot defend themselves. If this is not acceptable, then we can clearly part ways now. If they are able to fight...
No, you got this warrior's gonna say, even though I'm a charlatan, that deserves justice.
Oh no, I'm just saying if they can't...
Oh, that.
Here, better solution. Cut the belt off, and the dagger falls.
Wait,
Was it a dagger or
It was a long sword.
It's a long sword.
All right.
So you cut the scabbard and it falls, and as it falls to the ground, I mean, as it's falling, you see the tendrils of the leather reconnect and pull itself back up to its hip.
Do you think if it was that easy, I
Oh,
would still be
Jesus.
doing this?
Oh, man, Jesus!
Just like walk.
Is
There-
there a, can I
Only
do like
Jesus.
a kind of check to see if I
Sure,
know anything with the background or
sure.
As you leave, I just...
Very
23?
23. Yes. To you, it's fell magic. It's clearly bad magic, bad juju.
Bad juju.
Rangers would not see anything that kills souls as being okay, because even green veils are about the life of the soul, and that is
Return it back to Nikos.
it's worse. Well, this is worse than a mortal blade because this is intent. This is actually shipping it
It
off.
drains the essence.
No, it ships it off out of dimension.
Mhm.
It's feeding an extra dimensional.
Yes, and
So-
So
Good.
much worse than a mortal blade.
Could I say it's related to, like, I don't know, in your world, fiends? Like
Yeah,
the
it's
devil?
definitely fiendish
Okay.
work.
yeah,
It's-
Fiendish, okay.
it's a very.
Do you honestly think we should take this to some way to remove this curse?
Because that's my class is based on it.
Yeah, I'm just like become.
You just got-
I become restless warlock.
Because I was thinking, it's like, maybe we could destroy it. I do have.
Then
at
in
least
2 levels he becomes
Okay.
Pact of the Blade,
One-
X-Blade.
Oh, yeah, but he's
One-
yeah.
And then he can get it back.
one flask of holy water, do a quick exorcism somehow, or destroying the blade,
Do you
or
think?
freeing you of your curse.
Do you
No,
think
you have to realize that the whole point of that class is that you, as a mortal, have to develop more restraint.
Mhm.
This dark spot that's on your soul now, you have to now do everything you can, including running away from fights, rather than let that happen again.
Yeah.
Because this is you're over the moral bridge. You have done evil.
Yes. So, don't worry. I'm gonna do my best to
So
restrain.
the issue is whether or not the party has a belief in the Redemptor path. If there's a way for you to come back from this kind of evil or not.
Yeah.
So once your contract is done, the curse goes away, or you're stuck with it for life?
I'm stuck with it.
No, there's a contract completion. Remember what contract completion is?
No, I don't think I mentioned on the.
You said you wanted revenge on your brother.
Yeah.
So as soon as your
Unfortunately, the brother
is-
died.
What? I don't know.
You have to hunt down your father's soul, your brother's soul.
I don't recall.
in whatever body he's
No,
residing.
we haven't. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're going. I know I have to kill my brother. I
Oh,
have
okay.
to
I
take my
thought, I
brother's
thought you were
soul.
telling me he's dead. It's like, wait, I don't recall that ever being.
Right. You don't know anything about your brother, but you have to hunt him down.
Yeah.
The sword won't be satisfied until it takes your brother's soul,
Well,
because that's what you begged for.
the contract ends when I've taken my brother's soul.
Huh.
And unfortunately, he is a much stronger fellow than me. Much better. Unfortunately.
Well,
Just get me at him.
Let me at him.
I don't think we're at that level yet, believe me.
It wouldn't matter. I could take him.
I wish. So, but that is what is currently
And
occurring.
it is 5:00, so we
Ah.
are formally going to be done at this point. So 300 experience points for everybody.
Level 2.
Level 2.
Yay! And next week we will make it to Banbury and finish this mission and get your 20 silver pieces, and everybody will be happy, right?
Yeah.
Happy.
go please. Or
Your silver
20,
pieces.
20 silvers and then. get
Well,
some-
whatever happens after that happens, but right now let's get finished with that part. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nikos D&D, and have a great afternoon. Make sure you catch us on Wednesday at 6 p.m., Friday at 6 p.m., and again here next week. Everybody wave goodbye. Make sure you also check out
Goodbye.
Patreon.
Bye.
Bye.